Hello and welcome.
Hi, everybody.
I have no idea what day it is. Hello, Jim
It's
and
you
Lex.
know, last I checked, it was Thursday. I'm
yeah, I
pretty
got
sure.
there. I got there. Obviously, we're here now. I made that happen in my brain. But up until about 5 minutes ago, my brain was like, "It's Tuesday. This is Comic Corner." And I don't heckin' know. Hello, Mason. Yeah, I don't know.
Hello, Mason. Don't wish that it's Tuesday on me. I want to be at the
No,
end of the week.
I don't want it to be Tuesday. It was just
I don't want it to be Tuesday.
I went to go set up the stream.
I love Comic Corner. I want the weekend.
I went to set up the stream, and it my brain died. I went to set up the stream, and I'm like, "Where's Comic Corner? Like, did I not make a YouTube thing?" I'm like, "Where is it? Why is it not here?" And then I had to have a moment of like, "Oh, that's not the stream we're doing today. That already happened."
Oopsies.
Well, hello, John and Canadian Lucifer and Estrock. Welcome.
Evil, hello. Jawline, hello.
I'm going with Lex. I don't know. You can choose. Evil Genius Lex.
Do you want to be evil or do you want to be Lex?
Or do you want to be Genius? That one's harder to do. I'm gonna not offer Genius. That's too many syllables.
Or you can't pick someone's name for them.
In my
It's their
stream
choice.
chat, I can. Actually. That's kind of what comes with the territory.
That's the power we hold, you guys.
You've named yourself whatever it reads as. And, you know, if you want to be referred, it is Fingie time. Technically, we're making Fingie's accessories. But I'm trying to figure out how to draw Dylan's horns in like a plushie form. Because we have to make
format.
Yeah, we have to make
I feel like I was very easily plushified.
You were. I think I'm gonna be relatively easily plushified. You were definitely the easiest, and I think you'll always be the easiest. I think Dylan's gonna be the hardest.
Oh, those are cute little horns.
I think it has to be this
adorable.
way. I think it has to be this way. Go by Xander.
It's just too damn cute.
You respond to many things. Well, see, online is different than real life. And unfortunately, while I could try to remember Xander, and I will try, the fact that the username is not have Xander in it at all will throw me for a while. Just like people call Dichotomy Scott, it'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Oh yeah.
I know this to be a name that he uses, but it's not in his name. It wasn't in his name before either. So it's just like
so therefore it does
Dichotomy.
not register.
Hello, Penguin. What did you walk into?
Hi,
We're trying
Penguin.
to plushify ourselves. And Dylan's avatar is going to be the most difficult, I think.
Dylan's is eluding.
I think yours looks very much like you. I don't think Dylan's is going to look very much like him. Okay, actually,
there's only one way to find out.
we're going to make it only one thingy. I think that gives a funny look to it.
Guys, I am so happy right now. My dad just bought himself a new chair because he didn't like his old one. So he gave the old one to me, and it has a high back that comes up to my shoulders. I am so comfortable right now. Holy crap.
Mars been having a bad time before.
This is a game changer. No, before the chair stopped like mid-back, so I didn't have a whole lot to lean back on. But this has armrests. This has like a shoulder back. Like I am in comfort right now. This is great.
Crazy.
Mason, rest assured, we are both massive plushie fans.
I definitely have to pick my plushies though. If I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of the people plushies most of the time. I have solely gotten Lyos plushies.
They make them super cute, like the Vash plushie.
Okay, yes,
which I'm still on the
Teruvash
hunt for.
is
Teruvash
particularly...
is fucking adorable.
He was particularly a win. But I will say vast majority of character, like, human plushies, I really don't like. And the only reason I have Laios ones is because he has, like, barely any merch overall. Hello, Federico.
It's so sad. They do our boy so
Dylan
dirty.
does not IRL have horns. Dylan's avatar looks very, very little.
I don't think he'd say no to IRL horns.
No, I don't think he would. He doesn't wear hats, so it's not like a big deal to him. But
even then, you could just cut a hole in the hat and the horns
like
will poke through.
the hair, kind of, and definitely the face are definitely inspired by IRL Dylan, just like Mars and I are inspired by our IRL selves in like vibe. He gives off a Dylan vibe. There's no question. Like I look at his, I'm looking at his avatar, and it's like this is definitely Dylan inspired. But Dylan also has glasses, which his avatar doesn't have because there'd just be too much face stuff going on. And he obviously is not a tiefling with long ears and big horns and red
Mason,
skin and claws.
I got a secret for you. Plushies are so versatile. You could really display them anywhere. Like literally, I had my plushies just sitting on the chest I used for college for literal years. And now they are sitting behind my laptop because they're acting as my sound barrier so I sound better on stream. They could literally go anywhere. You could stick them in a pile in a corner and they'll look amazing. That's the beauty of plushies. You don't have to put them on a shelf like you do figures. They don't have to go in like this one special location. They will look amazing no matter where you put them.
So most of my
figures, they're very awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ruined. Oh no.
What about the freckles? Dylan does not have freckles or the little lines or anything like that. He's
That's
pretty
a lie.
He's pretty evenly toned skin tone on his face. Again, like I look at this and I'm like, yeah, this fits Dylan as like a vibe. Like if I was to draw like IRL Dylan, you would see the through line. Just like how, at least in my opinion, when I drew like me, you can see the through line between my avatar and me. You know, you can see like the inspiration to it.
When will Pathfinder come home from the war?
Yeah.
I just got the message from Doug.
Yep.
Is it because I haven't been leveling up my character yet? Is
No.
that why?
No, it's...
Are we only gonna have Pathfinder if I change my character?
No.
I'm home.
We're having the true TTRPG adult experience right now.
We really are. It's been weeks. Also, hello, Snorlax plush. Ooh. Ori hella supports that.
Yes, I have a Snorlax.
I need to get a Pokemon plush. Can you guys believe I don't have a single Pokemon plush?
I have a Plusle. I have a Snorlax. I have a Glaceon. And I have... a, like, Knit Kirigumi, Spritzy. Those are the ones I have.
That's adorable. See, the only fandom one I really have, there's two. I have a fat Chocobo plush. He's amazing. He's so soft. He's so fluffy. I love him. And then one of the artists I follow was doing a combination creature where it was a moth and a kitten. And it's really friggin' cute.
Alright. Jago is a cockapoo. You have a Typhlosion. Nice. Fat Chocobo sounds like a baller.
Oh, he is. He was actually my first splurge purchase when I was in college. That was when I was working my job at the library, the night shift. And I was like, you know what? I have some money. And this fat Chocobo, I wish I could remember where I bought him. I can't remember what site. But I saw him and I was like, yes, Final Fantasy plus big giant yellow chicken just hanging out on my bed for me to hug whenever I want. Awesome, let's go.
I have one stuffed animal that I've had like my entire life in my bed, but then everybody else is just like cool decorations. I have a bunch of like pink cows because I like cows, because I like milk. I like cows. I have a bunch of pink cows. I have what I would say are long boys. So I have like he's like a salamander, and he is very long. And I have like a little alligator. His name is Pickle, and he's on the longer side. And then of course I have the Croconana, because they're also long.
Oh yes, that was a good one.
I also have a Triceratops because I really liked it's really nicely made. It's got a good feel to it, you know? They have a bunch of stuff, but I thought the Triceratops was the cutest. They have like a ton of different animals, but they didn't have a pink cow, so I got the Triceratops. Or I didn't like their pink cow, something like that. I have like 3 different pink cows, like squishmallow pink cows and stuff like that. Sadly, they are not here. There just is not space. Okay. I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna hope the doggo is chill. She's trying to make a point to go to sleep now, so now we can open the cage, and maybe she'll actually fall asleep.
Maybe she'll settle.
Yes, she is! Woo!
Yay!
Yay! Alright, doggo is settling. Thank God. She's not asleep yet, but she's definitely relaxing now.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
She is relaxing at this point.
That's what we like to see.
Yep, that is
Rest
what we
easy,
like to
doggo.
see. So thankfully, I don't think there's really going to be any cutting involved with these plushies. I think it is just going to be, they're going to be just sitting, you know, and then they'll be squished. Maybe I'll make the head and the body two separate pieces, but they'll basically just be, I don't, okay, we'll have to see. Because then I just thought about, but if their arms were separate, their arms could flap up.
Sid, Mason.
Happy early birthday to Sid. It's tomorrow, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a little birthday piece for her?
Ooh, that'd be cute.
I gotta be honest, we don't really do our characters' birthdays.
The
We
soul?
know what months, we know what signs they would be.
There's 3 reasons for it.
Never pick days.
There's 3 reasons for it. Yeah. 1, we never pick days. And I don't know how you pick days. I can't do it. There's too many, like,
I can't throw a dart at a
things.
calendar
Yeah,
and
like,
see what it lands.
I guess, Mason, how did you pick Sid's birthday? You know, does it have some sort of significance? You know, I don't know. We tried to pick it based on, like, star sign, kind of, but those are kind of vague, too, you know? Like, life is hard.
I'm actually checking our characters' wiki to see.
They all have months.
Yep, we do have the birthdays.
They all have
Cancer
months.
for Aster. Sinnet is an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Milano Scorpio, heyo.
Yeah.
Ferrex Sagittarius.
They need to update that.
And Hotzen Gemini.
Probably like circuit boards and power tools, Estrock.
Ooh.
Laios, what does your hair look like? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make his yarn hair like I made yours yarn hair. I think I have to make his fake flat felt
What if you
hair.
made him, like, yeah, I was gonna say either felt or like take it in tufts of like thick yarn.
I don't think I can manage that one. It won't look a certain way. I think I just have to make it look like it's cut out of the felt piece, like on a lot of like Laios's hair is.
I think that's gonna come down to texture.
No, it's gonna be two things. It's gonna be thickness and then different lines. Because then this will have a line like this. And technically his hair comes in
Dragon Longboy. Oh, it's Ace. I'm already here for it.
Wait, what?
It's actually got the Ace colors. That's so cute.
Oh my goodness, hold on. Now I have to look.
Ace Dragon, let's go.
Oh
my god, the belly. I love it. It's so cute.
Good. Is that by the artist that I did? It's not by the artist that I
would have thought it was. It does look pretty similar.
Is it? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm blanking.
It's Things by Diana.
Yeah, it's not them. They don't have the long boy that I have in their past things. They have a long rainbow cat. Boy.
So that's how it was picked, Mason. Interesting.
I see. That's so cool. Yeah, I have a long boy though.
I need to get a long boy.
Let me see.
I got mostly squishy boys.
This is the one. Yeah, mine is by Fawnwood. This is the long boy I have. Because I love this artist. And then they made this, and I was like, this is exactly what I want! It's so long. Ooh, I also have a leopard shark, because they're the good shark shape, and I have a placoderm. Yeah, that's what they are. A placoderm, because they're the good shape as well. Which is really funny to have. Was it me who said what? Was that... No, the person I have from is Fawnwood. Yeah. They've done some other stuff, but nothing like the long boy.
Yes, the Battle of the Emus.
They did the long boy twice, it looks like. He wasn't as long this second time, it looks like. I got the longer one.
See, we want the long boy.
Yeah, I also have...
Cherry Blossom long boy. It's gonna launch tomorrow. You know what?
I also have this amazing...
Just to follow up.
Alligator. His name is Pickles. That's the name he comes with.
That's adorable.
I don't have the big size. I have the middle size.
Kitsune! Oh, that's cute. Oh, this person makes some good plushies, I gotta say.
And then I, of course, have Croco Nana.
See, I have a little fox that one of my friends got me.
Did you get the kitty moth?
I did get the kitten moth, yes.
Yeah.
I can actually post that one in the couch for you guys. Because, honestly, one of the prides of my collection. Absolutely. It's very awkward, though, because she is currently right behind the mic. Let's see if I can pull her out without the whole tower collapsing.
Yeah, don't do that.
She's got, like, little wings and a fluffy tail.
You have longer hair right there. Oh my god, look at those
so
parrots.
Okay.
The parrot.
Time to squish you back into the tower, kitten moth. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
He does.
No, guys, I made an effort to soundproof my setup, so...
She did, and she got a new mic! It's not today, though.
Yes, it just arrived today!
She's not using it now, yeah, but she has it.
Hopefully, it'll be set up for AceTooney tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I will sound really good. Fingers crossed.
I think I might have seen the crow, Estruck. I think so. But yeah, I think the big thing is showing a thickness to the felt Mars, like this.
Oh, that looks very felt-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the trick, where it looks like a flat sheet. Gotta go. Uncertain. That.
And yes, the kitten moth is very fluffy. So Canadian, I got a HyperX. It's the same one that
It's the same one that the three of us have, yeah.
For the longest time, originally I started out literally just like plug-in earbuds that went directly into my laptop.
Yeah, back when we were playing
in the beginning of our early days,
Wander Song.
Wander Song, yeah, and even a little bit into AceTooney too.
I think the very beginning.
I was on those earbuds for a long time. Because that's just what I had. So I did that, and then I upgraded to, I had HyperX headphones, and those came with a headset, like a little piece I could move around. And that was okay. That wasn't terrible. But then the headphones themselves started to go, which wasn't great. I wasn't thrilled with how long they lasted, to be honest.
Yeah.
So then, I forget if it was Dylan's mic or your mic, but Ori and Dylan lent me their snowball.
Yeah, so Dylan had the blue snowball that I got him for like Christmas or his birthday one year back way before streaming because of doing D&D. He was like the DM, and he was just using like the headphone mics, and I was like, all right, we need something better than this. And so he had the blue snowball, and then he decided to just one day on his own, he upgraded to the HyperX, and then so we were like, Mars, hey, you can use the old mic now.
Yeah. So I said, oh, thank you very much. I owe you guys so much.
I like
How could I ever repay you? And then I took it.
Yeah. By coming to stream.
But now that I have my own HyperX, the blue snowball will be going back home where it belongs. It will be making its grand return.
We're probably gonna give it to Doug.
Yeah, because I think you said the other day Doug is in the earbud setup that I was in.
Yeah, and he's the DM right now, and
it's time for him to upgrade.
Are many times when we like can't hear him.
Yeah. It is time. It is definitely time.
Okay, Plushie Dylan came out much better than
I was
concerned.
The snowball is not terrible.
No, the snowball is pretty good. The snowball is decent for the price, definitely. The reason I like the HyperX overall, it's slightly more expensive, but as far as mics go, I think it's a pretty good deal. It is USB, big features, tap mute. I can touch the mic itself, and it'll mute itself. Fantastic.
To be a game changer.
Not having to go and mute the freaking
Discord and just do it all.
Yeah, Discord and do it all. Having to click stuff, click off and stuff. But it also has a built-in gained thing, so I can turn it up and down without having to go into settings as well, which is very helpful, especially if...
that's what I want. That's what I want. I gotta be able to have the gain.
Well, so you have to set it up, though, so that you're on highest gain normally, when you're talking normally, and then, or higher gain, so then you can turn it down when you have to go into, like, yelling.
Exactly.
That's what
I'm looking for.
That's not what I wanted to do. I clicked the thing.
And tomorrow will be the test run.
Yeah, y'all are guinea pigs.
Yes, you truly are. We use you a lot of the time as our guinea pigs, but it is greatly appreciated.
The problem is the only way to know that shit has gone wrong is kind of the stream. Now we can like record and whatever, but it's kind of rough. Your pellet? Is that a mic or are you a bird? I don't know how we got here.
Snowball's all right. Canadian used one for a while. Picked up the Sure Page 27 from a pawn shop. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. I've not looked into that one. Sure Page 27. Oh, very nice.
Is that the pretty one?
I mean, pretty in the sense that it does look rather professional.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. There's a mic that has like aesthetics
Ori?
to it.
You have no idea how tempted I was to get the white and pink, like the light white gray HyperX instead of the black and red one, but I was like, price.
Yeah, me too, fam. That's why mine is red and not RGB.
I wanted it so bad.
Okay, I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find the microphone that I think of when I did this one? I think it might be this one.
Oh, because you're guinea pigs. That's why you're waiting for the pellet.
Ah, now my brain is turned on.
Now the dots connect.
Now it's all coming together.
It wasn't just your brain. I didn't follow that either.
Now it's all coming together.
I didn't follow the trail of breadcrumbs like a good guinea pig.
Paint it then? Oh god, that's, if I'm being honest, the people who paint their electronics have big balls. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I am horrified to attempt that at all. Fingie is not gonna have charms around words. Fingie is going to ideally look like every main character we're playing as. That is the goal. The goal is to have Fingie be rigged in a way where I can just change the skin color, possibly give it painted nails if I end up giving it nails. I don't know if I will. And like changing its sleeve.
Fingie.
So it's not meant to be its own thing. It's meant to replace when I have Fingie that it's like Edgeworth's finger or it's like Gregory's finger, right? It's meant to be that, but cooler. I don't know why we're talking. Well, it's not gonna have charms.
I mean, charms could go on a little bracelet.
It doesn't. It's not gonna have charms. I'm sorry. No offense to Edgeworth. He doesn't fucking wear a friendship bracelet, okay? He doesn't. He's not that kind of guy.
Not even the one.
What am I doing now? Oh, okay. What am I doing now is that one of the toggle animations I'm going to have is a bonk. And I'm going to have it 3 different bonks so I can be bonked, Dylan can be bonked, and Mark's can be bonked. But what's being bonked is these little plushies. So the plushie is gonna sit on the plushie's gonna sit on the gavel pad. This had a name and I'm blanking on what it was. Yeah, big balls, Canadian Lucifer. That's all I'm gonna say. You're braver than me. I have customized, in heavy quotations, one singular electronic, and that is my Switch. There is like a brand that makes like skins for it very easily. They're just like really good stickers, and they were like really, really well reviewed. And I really specifically wanted, I have a bunch of Joy-Cons. I have 4 sets of Joy-Cons because I play at a lot of games where honestly playing with with a lot of people and playing with the one Joy-Con kind of sucks. No, it's kind of rough.
Send that sticker company my way, perchance.
I'll have to remember it. It's literally when I got my Switch, you know, like we're talking many years ago at this point.
Long time ago. Ancient.
Yeah, really, really ancient. Oh, I think I found it.
Oh.
I did
Well,
find
shit.
it. So they have different kinds too. You know, they have the sticker, which I have, or they have like you can actually, you know,
The full-on decal.
no, like you can take apart the controller and snap on a new plastic bits. Like you can replace it.
Yeah, that scares me.
Yeah, so I didn't do that. Specifically what I wanted is that it was really good quality for a sticker for a decal that could make one of my I had all the colorful controllers, right? I had blue and red, and then I had blue and red, I think pink and green, purple and yellow, and then I had two black ones because that's all they had at the time, right? When I was getting them all. That's all they had. But I wanted them to all be different. I thought that was fun. I thought that was cute. So I bought just one white sticker to put on one of the black Joy-Cons. So I had black and white. And then also it was like, oh, I can also make my Switch pink. Let me do that because all of my other like handheld Nintendos are pink. So I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's called D brand. They have a bunch of stuff for a bunch of electronics, but they were really high quality. When I got them, they had great reviews.
Nice. Hiya, Jupiter.
Hello, Jupiter.
Welcome, welcome. You think of the Pandora bracelets?
Yeah.
Jeez, I remember.
I
when
have a
that was
lot of
trend.
Pandora bracelets.
I never had a Pandora bracelet or the
I
charms.
have two.
That was a trend I missed out on. I just did not wear bracelets growing up.
I wore them
Necklaces,
for
yes, and
many,
when I got
many,
my
many
ears
years.
pierced at 21, yes, but
I wore
not
them for many
bracelets.
years. It was like a big thing for like my birthday and like Christmas. It was like my parents got me the bracelet, and then like every like family group got me like one charm or something
get, like,
for
a new
many
charm.
years. Yeah, so like at some point I had to get a second bracelet because I just had too many charms, and I like them. I'm very happy with like the bracelet that I have. They like mean things or are related. Like I know who gave me what, you know, like the specific styles of stuff. There you go. Canadian Lucifer likes D brand. That's what my Switch skin is from. But yeah, right now I'm just designing these plushies, and then I have to draw them sitting on the gavel pad. Again, it had a name. I don't know what the name was. Stop. Okay. There, so we have Dylan, we have Mars. Yeah. Happy with that. I guess Dylan's should technically have a little more detail because he looks kind of weird. There's be something going on here to fix that. And then I think I do need to give him pants. I think it looks weird without him having pants. Because you have a skirt, so it makes sense, you know? But, like, him not having pants, I don't know. I like that. That's better anyway. He needed the pants. Alright. Now it's time for Ori. But yeah, so the goal is then they're going to be able to be bonked. And then once these are done designed, which is basically after this, and I'm probably going to have to make my hair felt too. Only Mars gets yarn hair because she's cool that way. Ha ha ha!
Ha ha ha!
It just fit well, you know, certain styles fit the dealio. Dog's asleep.
Absolutely.
Finally.
Don't wake up the pupper.
She can't hear anything. That's why it's like the second she's asleep, it's like, oh, everything is okay now. But until then, it's like, oh my god.
Yes.
Please. Please go to sleep. Got little round bodies. Yeah, merch idea one day, maybe. Again, I'm just not the biggest fan of...
I was about to say, I mean, I'm very familiar with makeship, and I know a lot of artists who have done the makeship process.
We'd have to be way bigger of a community.
I swallowed my tea wrong. No.
Oh no. When we start hitting the tens of thousands of subscribers and, like, you know, are getting like tens of thousands of views, maybe we could actually start selling merch in any sort of actual way.
That would be different.
Merch is just like, no matter what, there's a lot of effort that goes into it. I really want to make merch, and that's why I really want a table somewhere.
We experienced that with the posters, too.
Yeah, I really want a table somewhere. And that even didn't have, like, new art. But it was a lot of doing. And so it's definitely, like, there would need to be a lot of orders to make it worth me, like, really going in on it again. But I do want a table. I really, really, really do want a table. So I do hope I would have, like, Outcast merch. I will say, Canadian Lucifer, you talking about the... I do have, like, B grade ones, Mason. I have ones that are, like... They have slight imperfections in their printing and things like that. The problem is just mailing them was honestly such a chore. They're probably something I would bring to a convention, but my goodness, the mailing process was
just gotta get a convention.
Terrible.
Yeah, that mailing process was rough, buddy.
Yeah.
What a time. What a day.
Was I happy we did it? Yes. Would I do it again? Not anytime soon. I just don't have the personal capacity to do it right now. Nice. Well, you inspired me. I do want to make stickers. I always want to make Outcast stickers. But I definitely think I'd be more of a...
doing it in the trilogy groups. That
is
really fun. And I was like, if you're going to make Eustace, you got to have Verity with him. Like, he doesn't go anywhere without Verity.
I was just thinking about, like, making the baby boys.
No, but you were onto something.
Well, I know that Canadian Lucifer likes Eustace too much to not have Eustace. But, like...
It's just too good. It's
too good. What would look so cute? The baby boys or Outcast stickers? I was having lots of ideas. I always...
plushies as stickers.
Oh, the little plushies could be stickers. Again, if
totally put them on my laptop.
If I ever table at a convention, which is the goal, we'll definitely have a lot of shit. Because there's too much shit for me not to. You know? It's too much stuff. And we'll have Outcast and AceTooney stuff. Honestly, what I really want to do is there's a bunch of thumbnails that I'm, like, really proud of. I think those would be fun stickers or prints. Like, the meme ones could be, like, the square stickers, I feel. I feel like some of them are really a funny vibe. And then I really like the ones, Hotzen Funko Pop. I want to make a Hotzen. There is an aspiration.
A full figure.
Yeah, to have like a full figure. Yeah, no, literally very Pop Up Parade style. That is my ultimate goal. 3D modeling will happen eventually. I will say, it's scary. I tried it once, and I did not have a good time. and I'm definitely a person where I need to be understanding of it, right? I don't necessarily have to be like perfect at it. That's not the problem. But like when I started doing the live 2D, I understand what's going on, right? Like I'm understanding what's going on, and thus when I run into an issue, I can troubleshoot it to fix it. With the 3D modeling, I did not understand what was going on. And it was very much like the sculpting the tutorial I was following, where it was like take a ball and then like sculpt it into a face, and it was like, this is not the method I was anticipating, and this is not a method I think I can do. I want the, like, you make a ball and then you make a triangle and you smooth them together, you know. I was like, I don't think I could do it. The test I did was certifiably cursed, and I have not wanted to go back since.
Oh no.
Yep.
The struggle is very real, you guys.
The struggle is very real. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to draw my hair normally and then see how to feltify it. I also am wondering, Dylan's plushie is the only one with ears right now, because they're such a big part of his character design. But does that make him stand out too much? Should I give us ears too, but normal ears? I kind of like the fact that we don't have ears, but I feel like taking Dylan's ears away fundamentally takes something away from his character design. And I don't want to do that.
Ears are part of it.
Yeah,
that's really
they're
hard.
like a big deal design-wise. I will take chat suggestions
Keep his
as well.
ears for now, and maybe we can see what they look like in the lineup. And then if we decide it's too, like, not in line, we can add yours to the other two.
Yeah, we can do that. No, Canadian listener, that's the other thing. I can't learn if I'm not trying to make something that I actually care about. And all of the tutorials that are like, make a donut, is like, I hate this. I hate this so much. That's why with the, like, VTuber thing, it's like, yeah, we're jumping right into making the VTuber I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm motivated now. I didn't draw art. I have never, quote unquote, done the fundamentals. The closest thing I did is I ended up taking an anatomy art class at college that was supposed to be sequential art.
That's not what it was.
It's not what it was. It was very much anatomy, and I got the whole naked model, you know, experience of art school in one semester. But I think what I actually should and have to do is not start with a full character like I was trying to do, but obviously not start with donut because, like I said, pain, suffering, I can't make myself do that. Same with, like, animation. I've never animated freaking bouncing ball, you know, or flour sack. Screw that. I can't do that to me.
That's so boring.
I can't do it. I understand, but my goal is not to be a professional. It will never be to be a professional. I'm really, really comfortable and happy being a hobbyist. And thus I will only draw what I want to draw.
Hello.
Hello, etc. 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 etc.
Thank you. I'm sorry, brain fart.
Yeah, so I refuse to do that in my animation journey, and I think I've done pretty well not doing that. Am I one of the greats? No, I don't want to try and be one of the greats. That's too much work. So it's like, yeah. What I think the goal will actually be to do is, you know those, like, little cats? You know, the Naruto, right? That we keep looking at? Those little models? I think I need to start with something like that, where the shape is very simple, but it is easy enough to make into, like, different characters, right? You know, I see, and when I think about it, a lot of the, like, 3D artists that I follow do a lot more of that. Like, there's one artist I follow, and her whole thing is making frogs look like different things. You've probably seen her on the internet. I'm surprised if you haven't. But she, like, blendered a frog, and then she just, like, keeps editing the base frog model. And so I think, like, doing something like making this plushie 3D as Hotsun and Milano, like, that would be that would be where I think I would need to start, because they're simple shapes, right? It's circle, you know, arms, but then it's learning the program, but doing something that is like, this is actually a cute thing that's fun, and like, I would print this out and paint this, you know, like that. It could be cute to have a little plushie Hotsun. You know, the lookup figures, right? That would be like a next step, or something like an Android, or even a Funko Pop, you know, just trying to learn the program through not having to focus on anatomy and building my way up to that. I think that's the goal. That would be the point of the plan of how to do it all. Okay, I think...
Good plan.
I'm trying to think of how to get this part to work.
I'll be right back, you guys. I need to grab a tissue. And they're on the other side of the room.
How could you? She's leaving us chat. How could you do this?
Oh, trust me, you'll still hear me.
Yep. Coughing and sneezing. Dying a slow death. Oh yeah, there it is. This is very difficult. That does not look good. How do we get...
It's one of those things where my kids did not give me a full-on cold. Like, I'm not down in bed with headache and fever. But they definitely gave me a little something, because, oh my god.
I don't think you could 3D print like fabric plushies. You know, all of the like fabric related things that are soft are kind of thing. Yeah, that would be the goal though. Like that would be a thing to do. Would be like taking this plushie base and then like making it Hotsun in 3D. That would be like what I would do on a making time one day. And I just have to a tepid, a lukewarm. You summoned him, Mars.
I did.
Yep, Blue Badger's here.
Oh no! All I did was blow my nose.
This is all your fault. Yeah, you left, and he's filling the space. Yeah, exactly, etc.
Virus incubators is incredibly accurate, and each kid is their own special ecosystem of germs.
Oh yeah, which protects them a lot better, but then makes Mars have a really bad time.
Well, what they did to me last week is I've built up an immune system to my kids because I've been with them for about 8 months at this point. But last week they had me see kids belonging to another clinician to cover for them. I'm not used to those kids' germs. I haven't built up an immunity to them yet. And of course, one of them did come in sick because the reason I was covering was they missed their session due to illness on the day they were supposed to have it. So I got the makeup. And yeah, the germs aren't all gone, even though it's been 2 days and you're technically fever-free. You still got them germies.
Yep.
Such is life.
See, instead, I work outside. Very far from people. Not very far, but like, you know, I could have done my job during lockdown.
Now I got to be the incubator. How fun.
And honestly, if I had this job, I probably also would have had to do this job while in lockdown. Just like my other job that I had to do in lockdown, which made less sense. Yeah. But, you know, they basically like lobbied to be quote unquote essential at my old job, so they didn't have to shut down.
Oh yes, very, very essential that trees. I mean, trees do need to be trimmed
to an extent. Yes, but like
nobody needs a hedge trimming.
Yeah,
ASAP.
It was more for like storm response that they argued and stuff.
From getting tangled in a power line, sure, but
yeah,
not that.
Dog. All right, I gotta go on a dog break. Listen to Mars now. She's returned.
It's dog break time. Poor doggo. You don't go outside, the day ball hurts your eyes. Oh no. Oh guys, look at that. We get dog break. That is so cute. I love that. I gotta ask Corey when she added that. That is too cute. Either that or I've seen it before and just don't remember. Chat, please let me know if my memory is that bad. But Mason, you could try some sunglasses. Those might prevent the day ball from hurting your eyes. I wish I could wear sunglasses. Sadly, I wear glasses, very much like my avatar, because my eyesight is garbage. Both my parents wear bifocals, so I can't wait to see what problems I have to deal with in my 50s, 60s. It's gonna be great. But I really should look into transition lenses. All blind and we're dying. Yes, I'll be honest, etc. I read that as driving at first, because that is when it's at its worst. Just the blinding light coming in, the visor they put in is not enough. Like, I'm too short, so it makes no difference. Pain. -12 or -13. Damn, I'm trying to remember what I was. It used to be printed because back in high school, I would wear contacts. Because back in high school, I didn't have, or maybe I did have plastic frames. I don't think I got plastic frames until my last year of high school. Because prior to that, I got the wire frames, and those were very slippery. Like, they'd slide off my face, and it was especially egregious whenever we had PE that day, or gym class. Because, you know, you're sweating, you're running around, and your glasses are just, like, bouncing up and down on your face. It's not fun. So I asked my parents, like, can I get contacts? So I got the contacts, wore them on those days. I was like, it was fine. It was good. I never hated them. They had the values for what my prescription was printed on the little tabs themselves. Wish I could remember what the heck the number was. It's probably worse since then. But I don't know if I'd ever go back to contacts. I want to, mostly because it would help my cosplays look a lot more accurate. But, I don't know. Do I get the haloed headlights? Like, when I look directly at the headlights, do I get that halo ring? Not so much, etc. I think I just get blinded because everyone in my area, they either have the lights that are like they either have their high beams on and they just never turn them off, and they're so bright. I don't know what lights they're using in headlights these days, but it is too bright. It's blinding. And also, there's a lot of people in my area who think you need your brights on when you're driving on the parkway and highway. I'm like, sir, you are going to cause an accident, and it is going to be entirely your fault. But so no, not really the haloed effect. More so just blinded. That's the trick, though. You watch the white line or the yellow line, and you follow it. Nope, not talking about that, Mason. There are stories I'll share, but I'm not sharing that one. Can't ever do contacts personally, S-Jock. I get that. I definitely got squeamish, like, because you gotta put your finger in your eye, and it's weird. I remember my first time trying the contacts. They had the eye doctor put them in for me, and all I could see was just this man's massive finger coming towards my eye, and it's like, no, don't do it. But they went in, and, you know, you blink a couple times, they settle into place. I think the most annoying is when you get an eyelash stuck to them and you don't notice. So when you put it in your eye, it's just like, oh, wow, this hurts. Why does it hurt? And then you look in the mirror and you see the eyelash just like on top of your pupil. It's like, ah, shit, now I gotta do it all over again. But I could totally understand why you can't do them. It's a little nerve-wracking the first time, not gonna lie. You get the crazy flares. Damn. I don't know, Histrock. Were you a ghost this whole time? There's really no way for me to confirm that or not. You'd have to provide proof, and then we'll hold a court trial. And you look high as a kite afterwards. Yeah, contacts were interesting. Again, I don't know if I'd go back to them. I think this is interesting though. You always see people being like, oh, I lost my contact. Oh, it fell out of my eye. I never had that issue. It always stayed where it was supposed to stay. It never slipped out. Like, I never had that issue. The one issue I did have is I would take naps after school, and I was so bad about this. I would always sleep in my contacts, and then my eyes would just be so damn dry when I woke up. Terrible, terrible. -9 out of 10, do not recommend. Have I ever dipped them in coffee for all-nighters? Definitely not. I think because alone the idea of something going into my eye, here's a fun fact about me. The reason I didn't wear my contacts on days when I had lab class, and this was when I took chemistry, so we were working with just all the chemicals, super fun. I used to be very squeamish around chemicals. Like, I always had this idea like, oh, what if it gets on my hand and then I touch my eye and I go blind? Or what if I touch the chemical and then I eat something and the chemical got on my food and then I eat it and then I'm sick? Like, I was nuts. But I would never wear my contacts on lab days, because even that alone, it's like, what if I touch a chemical, then go to rub my eye and now it's in my contact and now I'm blind? So the idea of putting them in coffee, like another substance that's probably not supposed to go in your eye. No, I could never. I could never. Once put the wrong contact solution in the wrong case and it burned. Wrong contact solution? How do you mean, Canadian? Like, the contact solution, it was just saline water. And in the wrong case, like, I need you to explain. I need you to explain. I'm so curious how this happened. How could it be the wrong solution? They do have the ones that breathe better now. Like, honestly, they've gotten so much better. I'm trying to remember the brand I had, because it was like a general one. What was it? It's like, I'm gonna look it up because I'm too curious. Contact lenses. I had Akuvu, I guess. I recognize the packaging, and those are definitely the ones I had. I think it was Akuvu Oasis that I had, because the doctor kept telling me, oh, these are so good, like, they stay nice and moist, you'll be at school all day, you won't have to, like, go to the bathroom to re-moisten them, you could just go through the whole day and then take them out when you get home. And I was like, based, something I don't have to worry about, awesome. Right, Penguin? It's all a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. Thanks for hanging with us, etc. Have fun with Ixion. If you raid, we'll look forward to it. I won't tell Ori. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a nice surprise. Oh, it reacted to the metal. Oh, that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Canadian. I am so sorry. That is the worst. I think mine was just the typical little plastic case. Like, it had the green side and then it had the white side. I don't recall any metal inside it. But we all know how my memory is, so take that with a grain of salt. Oh, that's not bad, Penguin. See, I envy the people who only have to put their glasses on for a little bit of time and then just take them off. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? Meanwhile, I have to wear my glasses 24/7. It was actually funny today. One of my kids, so we have to wear a sticker when we go into the school so they know who we are and why we're there. And they'll take our ID picture directly from our driver's license. So my license, you can't wear your glasses during the picture. And I had this sticker on my shirt. My little kid points out, like, a multitude of things. Like, why is your hair long in that picture? And why is yours short? And I'm like, because I got a haircut. Oh, why do you have glasses? And why does this not? I'm like, because I took off my glasses. And I got to show off for my kid today what I looked like without glasses. And she couldn't stop laughing. I don't know how to take that. I assume good things. I'm not sure, Estrock. I just know that there are some cases where it deteriorates so much that you need bifocals, because that is exactly what happened to my parents. Actually, my dad used to wear bifocals. Now he's just switched to 2 separate glasses. So he'll wear like one pair for driving, and then when he's working on his computer, he'll wear a different pair. I guess he didn't like the bifocals too much, because like you have to look up for one type of vision and then down for another type. I'm like, that sounds like a fast way to get a headache. I don't think I'd like that either. I think my mom still has hers though. I'm not sure. And then my brother also has glasses. He didn't get his until high school, which is interesting because I got mine pretty early in life. But he doesn't wear them. Like, he never wears them. I'm like, oh, just you wait. You got the planet genes, brother. It'll come for you eventually. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. Excuse me. Not driving, S-Rock. I don't blame you. There are maniacs on the road some days. It's so true, Penguin. Kids can build you up in the best way and then also tear you down in the worst way. Like, they mean what they say. If a kid thinks you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If a kid says you're ugly, I don't know what to tell you. What tea? I am drinking the throat coat tea, the medicinal throat coat tea. I have to look to check what the actual ingredients are. But it's meant to help, it's meant to heal your throat. It's meant for throat health. It's meant to soothe. It's meant to coat, hence the name. And it's actually really delicious with some honey. So no complaints here. Actually, maybe there's one complaint. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. No, not throat goat, throat coat. Throat coat, you guys. Oh my God. No. See, you got the place and manner of the sound correct, but you gotta de-voice that guh, turn it into a. It's being produced in the same place in the mouth. You just gotta take away that voicing. Go from guh to. There's your voice lesson for the day. That's what they called you in high school. Estrock, are you reacting to high school because that's when my brother got glasses, or is that to Mason's comment? Well, now we gotta ask, was it the fainting goat impressions, or was it the screaming goat? Because there are 2 very famous goats, and it could be either or. I can't assume anything. It makes a donkey out of you and me. That's some good tea. It just needs to be a little hotter. If only I had a microwave in my room. That'll be part of the next upgrade. First comes the soundproofing, then comes the mic, next comes the microwave. There we go. And confirm there's an Indian language that I had to learn to pronounce because K is often pronounced as G, as with B to P. Interesting, Penguin. Which language? I'm curious. I'd love to know an interesting language fact. Interesting language fact, Estrock. Why did that trip me up so much? It was a weird day today, guys. I got home early. I was able to leave work at 1:30 today, which never happens. got home,
Oh, so it was good.
did my getting ready, and then I fell asleep for 4 hours and woke up at the time I normally would have come home.
Damn.
Time well spent, I guess.
Well, dog didn't dog.
Tamil or Tamal? Tamil? No, Tamil. Pretty sure that's Tamil.
Tamil.
I'm gonna look it up. Tamil?
I don't think that's how it's pronounced.
I'm going to look it up.
Did you drink water? I don't think you did. There you go.
Say it, Google. Say it. I want to hear how it's pronounced.
Don't spray it. Neither? Oh no. Tamil.
Uh-oh.
Tamil. Tamil. Tamil.
Tamil.
Arm and
Tamil?
hand.
It kind of sounds like there's a soft on the end.
Interesting.
Is a Dravidian language. Ooh, very cool.
Okay, she's drinking water. But I think we're good. I think we're done with these plushies.
Oh. Nice. That was some good timing.
Yeah. Well, this will be the
S-Drop
felt.
says, 1/3 of languages don't differentiate between arm and hand. It's hypothesized that given they're all near the equator, it's because their clothing didn't give them the need to differentiate between them, compared to if it was cold, your shirt would cover your arm and your hand would be available. That's interesting.
Always wild to think about stuff like that.
I always wonder how languages develop. I find it very fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Like, guys, we may see a change in our language, and do you know why? It's because of AI.
Oh, God, no.
Because what is happening is that, especially for college papers and theses, the AI scanners, you know, the stuff that checks that AI isn't being used, is actually flagging certain words. Like, I know one of the examples I saw was, moreover, henceforth, like, you know, typical SAT college level words used in academic papers. But these AI scanners are now flagging these. So guess what? The people who write the papers are avoiding using certain words so they don't get flagged. They're using simpler transition words instead of these academic sounding ones. So we may see a change in our language where these words just don't get used because everyone is scared of AI and being accused of using it. How's that for dystopian?
Yeah.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. No, the scanners are the scanners just don't have a solid method of determining what is AI and what isn't.
The problem is that
because it's flagging these very common words, which is just
what
stupid.
The big issue with the whole thing is the fact that you can tell that it's off, but you can't explain why. You know, there's not like a proof to it in a lot of cases. That was like there's a lot of like professors being like, yeah, I can tell that the majority of my students are using AI to write their papers, but I can't do anything about it because there's no way I can prove it. You know, and it's like, I can't prove it because there's not like a formula, you know, or like oh, if this happens, you know, same with, you know, at least with like generative AI for like art and stuff, there are more like, this kind of adds up to be too many wrong things. But with the language ones, you know, whether it's speaking or, you know, writing, it's always just like nah, this feels wrong. I don't know why this feels wrong, but this is not it.
Scanners are Okay, one word. Looking at the next. Yeah, it's a guesstimate.
But the problem with that is the fact that the AI is generating things based on the likelihood that it would happen in real life. Right? So it's like, if it would be most likely that this word would be next, that word in AI is most likely the next word it's doing, because that's most likely the next word that humans picked. You know what I'm saying? Like you come back around. And that's why, honestly, when we talk about, like, generative AI, that, like, with prompters, is the fact that it's, like, though you can't use scanners, you know, to really tell, because it's just, like, people get flagged. There's false positives so much.
Exactly. It's craziness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, Penguin. Where is it? You get a plastic finger so you can commit crimes, and when you're photographed, you have more fingers on your hands so you can be accused of being AI. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That's a strat, but Jesus.
That really is. Exactly, Penguin. Like, my hope with that is the technology can get better, but at the same time, like, AI is also going to grow.
I think that...
And I don't know if the scanners will be able to keep up.
I think the problem will be nothing will happen until it starts affecting profits. Until people are generating false ads, making companies look bad, right? Until AI is, you know, making the politicians look like they're doing stuff that they're not doing more and more and more accurately. And then when that's happening, it'll finally get to a point where it's like, all right, we have to do something about being able to accurately, you know, identify it. That's only when it's gonna happen. Because they don't care, you know? The only reason the music industry, you know, everybody's like, oh, the music industry is so great for, like, having all of these protections against their copyright and stuff like that. The only reason for that is because record labels are notoriously money grubbing. Like, notorious.
Exactly. They don't want to lose that money.
They don't want to lose that money, and they don't want anybody else to take it from them. And so they, you know, pushed for all this stuff. But without that, there was never going to be any changes. So it's not going to be a problem until it stops saving them money and it starts losing them money. Yeah.
That'll be a big one.
I know deepfakes are already happening, Estrock, and that's the only part where it's going to be. Got Dylan to break ties with their friend. So it's not Dylan's friend. It's not Dylan's friend. It's Dylan has a friend who has a mooch who is doing the AI thing. Dylan is not friends with this person. Nobody likes this person. But the friend, Dylan's friend, that has this person as their mooch just hasn't kicked him out. Yeah, no. Oof, if Dylan is, we'd have problems.
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah, we don't talk about him because we don't care about him in any way.
Did not hear about that, Estrock. Ugh. Damn it, they figured out one of our tricks.
That's insane. That's when you start singing over it badly.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, Allie. Yeah, we're making little plushie us of designing them because they're gonna sit on the gavel base or whatever it's called.
Also, welcome. Hope you've been having a good day.
Okay, I need pants too. Otherwise, I'm naked.
Because you're naked. Oh no.
If
Or
my
on stream, really?
if my plushie doesn't have pants, I'm naked. Just like Dylan's plushie didn't have pants and he was
I know
naked.
we have PNG tubers, but come on.
I mean, are we or are we not wearing pants? Who knows? The PNGs don't show the pants.
That's true. We are under the table.
We're Zoom call, you know, waist down, you know, underwear, pajama bottoms. Okay, the reveal. Does Dylan's character with ears look weird that it has ears?
I think it looks super cute.
I think they're all
ears.
good. I think they're all good. I put on pants.
I think, you know what's uniting us? It's the eyes. It's the eyes and the aho gaze.
You don't have felt hair, though. I think they all still look good.
You still have that element of two things sticking out and up. Like
I guess
you and Dylan
so.
have the aho gaze, and I have the
You have the
little hair
pins. Yeah.
So there's a through line there.
No, Allie, no, don't get me banned on Twitch again. All right. There we go. We have our little boys.
All it does is remind me of that one reel where it's like, I must admit, there's a reason I always draw you nude. Oh, and what's that? I can't stand your clothes.
I hate your clothes.
They're unnecessarily complicated and vague.
Such a vibe.
It's a good one. I freaking love that reel bit.
You got me, Mason. I'm a hoe. I'm naked under my clothes. I can't believe you revealed this on stream.
Oh shit, don't tell them I am too.
No. Where's the hammer? There it is. Is that the right one? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there is a handle or not. I don't think I did. I think I just designed. But yeah, okay. So
I love that, Estrog. I feel like that falls into malicious compliance, or like maybe the opposite of that. No, it's the opposite of that. Testing the waters. Pushing the envelope.
all right. So now I have to figure out how I wish to cut Fingie. So we have this and then the poke. This and poke. This and poke. Okay. So I think the way that I have to cut it is this is fingers one piece, this I guess 3 piece. Oh fuck. Do I want it more to be squished or do I really want it to be pieces? All right, it'll be pieces. I feel like that's the best way. So we got the 1, and it has to be hinged like there, and this is 2 to come in to be hinged in somewhere in here. This is 3. One piece, the one piece is, oh god, no. You know, Allie, that's what you come to stream for. We say there's a lot of things. Okay, so this is like a big bit here. But I think this has to be in 2. Something like that. And then this knuckle has to come down. Like that. And I think that... because I was debating kind of like... slightly turning the hand. So in the thing that I am basing this off of, that I'm like inspired by, had it where it was like a little rabbit character holding like a little pen, and when it crossed the middle line of the screen, it switched sides on the pen. Right.
Oh,
so it would do that.
okay.
I don't want that to happen, because this is a finger. It's not as easy as, you know, flipping back and forth or anything. You know, the hand is much more complicated of a form. But I was thinking that, like, if I'm sitting here in front of my computer, if I point up to the screen, you can see more of the side of my hand. But when I point to the other side, you see less of it. I haven't turned around. You know, I haven't flipped sides, but you do see less of it. Like, there's less of an angle. So I want to evoke that. So So I do think I need to have these knuckles be all separate cylinders behind there. Like this. So that I can show more and show less. If we started a band, what would we name it? And then if we named the band after a historical figure, who would we name it after? Okay, if we started a band, what would we name it?
That's a hard one.
I have no clue. I don't even know what type of music we'd do. I have no idea. No idea. That's like, what would you name a boat? It's like, I don't fucking know.
I'm assuming you're talking the core trio of
Yeah.
Ori, Mars, Dylan.
Yeah, us three, yeah.
What the hell would we call that?
I have no idea.
AceTooney.
Yeah, really. There's not really a lot. Like, I don't know.
Totally original.
No freaking clue.
Not an idea. I'm sorry, I'm blanking hard on that one. I'm sure I'll think of something later.
Okay.
Named a band after a historical figure. Well, I can't take Galileo Galilei because that one's already taken.
Yeah, there you go, Astrak. Done. You did it for us.
Go Tooney! That's perfect.
Yeah, done. Success.
We're geniuses.
Yeah. We used chat. We used chat, but not GPT.
There you go. There you go. That's the way to do it.
Okay. I don't know.
Johnny Appleseed, I feel like was
I
more
think
of folk legend.
Yeah, I think he is folk
like kind of
tale.
along the lines of Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. But I honestly don't actually know. Oh, there you go. And Thu said, never mind. He was real. What a name.
Oh, okay.
What a name.
Show me what I know. Really
what
born
a
to do
name.
the job.
Yeah, really.
I think the only other person named that aptly was Shelly the Killer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, it's like, what?
Like, ooh, your career path is really picked out for you at that point, isn't it?
It really is.
I think, though, historical figure for a band name.
Okay.
I had one, and now it's gone. Damn it.
It's a far more ethical way to get your misinformation. 100%. People are giving it up willingly. They're opting in. You know? All good things.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, I'm debating how hard I'm gonna go on to trying and nightshading all my stuff or not. I've nightshaded specific things that are like, I've
There's just one of those
nightshaded.
things, like when you posted that video about the breach,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's only a matter of time. Although I gotta say, I was watching that video, and when she said a link to archive of our own, I was like, what?
Yep. Can you go to bed, please?
Go to sleep, Rai Rai.
She ain't doing it.
She's trying.
Okay, it really... Can I just not change the order unless I'm ACEN? Will it just not let me? Don't know why it just won't let me. Damn it. I'm too lazy.
Such a mood.
I don't want to have to log in. Oh, I did it! Okay, it's just being fucky. Fucky. Hate. My mother said fuck on the phone with me today, and I was shooketh. I don't think I've ever heard her say fuck. Yes.
Are you allowed to say the context?
They were in an airport, and I don't know what happened, but something happened. Like, I called them because I was driving home from work, and I always do that, and she told me to anyway. And she was definitely, like, busy doing something. I don't know. I'm like, hey, like, you know, call me back. It's gonna take me, like, 20 minutes to get home, you know, like, go get settled at the gate or whatever. She's like, no, it's fine. And then something happened, and then she goes, fuck me. And I was just like, I didn't say anything, but in my head, I'm like, I don't think my father has said it. I don't think my mother has ever said it in front of me. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Nobody's stopping her, just her, you know? Oh, who's named that after the fact? Tisk. How dare he not be born for the role? So I'm pretty sure we confirmed that it was just gonna be Black Void. For the stump. And I'm okay with that. So we have the cuff. Lovely. We'll have his little buttons here with the line. That's gonna have to be separate. These are gonna have to be separate. This is the cuff.
Such is life sometimes.
I'm trying not to have to make too many separate pieces, but I guess it's less about how many separate pieces and more about how many deformers I'm gonna have to have, but that's not as big of a problem. So then we have the cuff. We're doing Edgeworth right now because he's the main one, and I do hope... And honestly, it translates into just different colors for Phoenix. You know, there's not like... They're not wearing different outfits in the sleeve department.
That's true. It's all jackets.
With buttons, which I will add here. Technically, they're on the outside, though, sadly. I guess those buttons would also be on the outside. So it's good for me, but also sad for me. Lovely. Where'd you put it? Yes, we will be without spoilers. There is a place in a game where one character gets to say, supposedly, the closest to a curse word. I don't think the word is a curse word. That happens. Now, I don't think that fuck should go there instead, because obviously it's said very well. But so he already gets one. The fucking Tangle Tower belongs to Allie every time Gatoma appears. Tangle Tower. Trials and Tribulations. Tangle Tower's on my head because I was editing it earlier. That's pretty funny.
To be fair, it is TT, so...
I want Phoenix to get to say fuck.
He deserves it.
And I think Phoenix gets to say fuck in Farewell My Turnabout.
Yes.
Someone gets really close. Yes, no, Penguin, that's the one. I had a lovely time voice acting that. I don't think it came through, so I get to do it again, which is a fun time. I'm excited to get to do it again.
Amazing.
Yeah. Someone does swear, and he's the character that I play. And honestly, well, you would think his voice would hurt me. It really doesn't.
Which is good.
Oh yeah, it is good. So far, the only voice
we don't want Ori's voice to hurt.
The only voice that has hurt me has been what's his name? The French man that Allie is in the case of right now. Armstrong. Armstrong's voice hurt me.
Mr. Armstrong.
Wait, she does? What? I don't recall this. Yeah, fuck Godot both ways? Yeah. Oh, one per game. One per game. One per game. Oh, God. Edgeworth gets to say fucking 1-4 somewhere. He deserves that. Von Karma could be funny, but I think it's less funny that... I think it's more funny if Edgeworth is the one who says it, but Von Karma doesn't, because then it's like the training and stuff.
Mm.
Enthuse me, we're spoiling!
To let loose a curse word.
Enthuse, Allie hasn't played Investigation. Not that big of a deal. Get back in your box.
The dog has been boxed.
Yeah, she's being a
Poor
butt.
doggo.
She's being a butt. I don't think Allie's that upset, but I think it's very funny that I don't think Enthuse was paying that close attention. It's that kind of night, guys. It's that kind of night.
It is.
Lang is, but not the bastard part. Yes, a character you don't know swears. And I very much enjoyed it in voice acting. I know you're not the biggest carer about the spoilers, especially like that, Allie. It was mostly I was having a funny time. Isn't any kind of night here? Is that kind of day there for you? Morning. Okay, this looks good. I'm happy with this.
I spell this word correctly.
Now I'm gonna...
God damn it.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, actually. Because if I want to do the fancy technique, this is gonna be tough. I don't think I can do it my normal way. I think I have to do it a different way. So when I made Cersei, right, her whole thing was I drew each layer individually. I didn't draw the whole thing and then fix it. But I don't know if I can do that here.
Maybe.
Because it's just a bunch of pieces. No, I think I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Because I'm also gonna have to change the line art to the fancy thing. Because I want to be able to do certain things, so... No, we're going a little wonky here. The sleeves, they can be drawn separately. That's fine. And, like, I think the thumb, I can manage that as a separate thing. But the rest of the hand is going to have to be together. I'm glad, Allie, and I'm glad that we are a safe space. I'm also debating if I give them nails or not. Does Fingie get nails? Just the illusion of nails?
Detailed. Maybe the illusion of nails.
The reason I'm debating it is solely to give the ability of a more 3D effect. When you have the nails, you know, they can move around the finger, so you can, like, have the 3D effect. And I think that... Okay. I've already given up the way I was doing it, and we're doing it a third way now.
Hey, Penguin, you're asking which word? I don't know what word I said.
I don't know.
It's already gone. It's left my brain.
No worries, Allie.
I hope you get to play AceTooney tomorrow, too. Paint his nails red? We're gonna turn him into a diva.
Oh, gosh. We're definitely not doing painted nails. Like I said, the goal of the nails would be...
hard to spell a word. The word is occasional. I don't know why. For some reason, occasional and benefited just elude me.
Okay.
Very ironic indeed.
I'm very bad at spelling, so if I'm being honest, I never know.
The thing that drives me nuts is I use occasional and benefited very often in my notes at the end of the day, which I'm actually working on right now.
And that's why it came
I
up.
brought it up. I'm sorry, Mars wants to get paid this week.
How could she, guys?
Mars bought a new mic and then splurged on Lu Guang.
A different Lu Guang?
No, same
Oh, okay,
Lu Guang.
okay.
But it was part of the same paycheck.
I see.
Because it was definitely a splurge purchase, and then
I think
Misty, I went out of my way to buy her
good.
orthopedic food bowls. Basically, what they are, they're elevated and they're slightly tilted, so it keeps her
I
neck
know.
on a straight line and not at an angle. Because I don't know if you guys saw in the couch, not the couch, in the pet cafe, she's not eating at her food place anymore. The designated place where we feed her, she refuses to eat from, and the food just sits there and spoils. So tonight I was like, okay, does she not like the food? Like, I started testing different things. So I built it up into a tower, because my brother, when he feeds her, he squishes it all down. And guys, she does not have teeth.
Yeah.
So she uses her tongue to scoop like a spoon.
That's
She
my
can't do
doggo.
that if it's totally flat against the bowl. So I built basically a food tower out of wet food, but she still wouldn't touch it. So I was like, okay, I'll bring it to the couch, hold it up for her at the angle it should be, and she ate no problem. But I'm like, I'm not doing this every night.
Yeah.
So guess what, Kat? You're getting
Understandably.
special orthopedic food bowls. Surprise! Because I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing this every night. I love her dearly, and I would do anything for her. But she needs to eat out of her food bowls.
No, I feel it.
Ooh, what leftovers are you having, Estrock? You can never spell privilege. That's a tough one, too.
I'm bad at spelling
see,
overall,
Penguin, that's the thing. They do occasionally benefit me because I need to use them in my log notes. That's why it's such a struggle. I don't know why. For some reason, I think that benefited has 2 T's or 2 F's. And then occasionally, I always think it has the 2 S's. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain is like this.
Okay. Good. All right, we standing. These are underneath. Good. I'll make you less bright now for a second. And then we have to... You don't have anything? Good. Yeah, I am not good at spelling. Definitely my biggest, like, academic failing besides history. I hated history solely because it was like...
I love history.
I like learning about it. I don't like needing to know the specific dates or specific people's names.
That sucked.
I can't do that.
Was terrible. But like, if you give me a general, like, tell me to give you an overview of something.
But like getting to hear the fun stories, or like, you know, or like there's funny stories, but also of course like it's important to learn about certain things. You know, like it's important to learn about certain things. That's fine. But needing to know the like years of the World War II, I'm sorry. I don't know them. I don't know them.
Yeah, that sucked.
Can't do it. No, oh my god, Allie, I'm really bad at that too though. Rage is when I'm in her chat on her streams, I was always typing very fast. I do the same in Dichotomy Games' streams. I'm always typing super fast. and because I just want to get the ideas out there, you know, as it goes. And I always type really, really shitty. And poor Rage has dyslexia, and so I'm making her life harder. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Rage. But I type fast and bad. I type fast and bad.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, I know. Easy, simple names to pronounce. Yeah. And all those random people that just show up once. Okay. This is a good outline of the whole thing. Wait, I need one more thing.
Ooh, this is not bad.
You'll be on top and you'll be on
Pastry.
bottom. Hello, Pastry Puff.
Here for 1 minute. Pros of psychology. Learning cool facets of the brain, disorders, and everything. Cons. Having to learn about history, people. Oh,
yeah.
no.
You
Sorry,
a history
Pastry.
major?
I've been there before. It's not fun.
You chose to believe Polish people aren't real. My goodness. Okay. We'll make you even lighter. Are you ready to fall asleep now?
Poor doggo can't decide if she wants to be awake or asleep.
The problem is that she really wants to hang her head over the edge. And I get that. And I want her to do that. But that means that the crate has to be open. But she needs to actually go to sleep doing that and not start wandering around. And she's been refusing to actually go to sleep. So I have to close the crate to wait for her to at least act like she's going to sleep. And then when I notice that, I'll open the crate and then hopefully she'll get comfortable. And she keeps doing it, but she has yet to, like, soundly fall asleep.
Wonder what's taking so long. Just the anxious?
Yeah. I drugged her, so hopefully it'll kick in. She got that sweet, you know, devil's lettuce juice.
Ooh.
Ooh, you can have this on in the background. Yay! I hope whatever you're doing is fun, Pastry Puff. Huzzah,
Yes,
indeed.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So now I'm gonna make this another folder because this was just the test. Now I'm actually gonna line everything individually, properly, separately. So we're actually gonna start here, and we're gonna call this Fingie base model, because this is the main part, is this part, right? This is the main part. And then we're gonna have this is we're gonna have hold on, because this is the big organizational thing. So we have then another folder, and this is pointer finger, because they'll all have finger in it. Maybe it will have pointer F. That's what I like. I don't need them to be so long.
Oh,
Pointer F, and then we have another folder that'll be P pointer F1. And we'll say that 1 is the tip and 3 is the knuckle. And that's just how I'm gonna do it. I wish you luck, Allie. A lot of these days I have
this, Allie.
Ooh, we'll name it. No, I don't want it to be knuckle. It'll just be 1. And then inside of this folder will also be the nail. Pointer nail. Okay, beautiful. So now we need in pointer F1. We're gonna add a layer. We're gonna do this. Whoops. You have a little cross-stitch edgy keychain. Oh my god, that's adorable. He was so cute pastry. Did you make the little pixel art, or was that pixel art you found? I always did like I used to do a lot of perler beads, and I would always love finding pixel art to to copy. Pixel art's hard,
I
man.
did a whole bunch of perler beads the other day, and I was like, ooh, what character should I make?
I tried to do that, like, I made that, like, Edgeworth down Phoenix version, and the hair, it looks so bad.
Oh, no.
You saw it. I had posted it in the Discord. But the hairless looks so bad. What are we looking at a couch for?
Ooh, the couch? Let's see.
Oh my god, he came
Where am
apart.
I?
He's flexing. It's important. For the muscle tone.
Oh, we also got the pronunciation of Tamu.
Oh.
Wow, there's a lot in couch.
That's how to say Polish. Oh.
I mean, Mason, that's just an extra treat that they gave you. Just a little bonus.
A little bonus. Yeah, my Natsu can have his shirt come off. I don't do that because that's not why I have it, and I like his vest. Thank you.
Why can't they make an Edward Elric with the jacket?
Pointer.
Please.
F1 lines.
Nice.
And then I want...
Okay, I've officially done all my notes for the day. Nice.
The nail goes above, and then we'll have this. P1 nail. P1N line. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna add the nail, and the sole reason so that I can add a little more depth to the whole thing. There's no Ed without a jacket?
There is Ed with a jacket, but he's a Nendoroid. I want the pop-up parade, where I got the right proportions, the right figure. I just want Edward Elric to have his jacket. That's all I want. What did they do?
Middle.
They made him shirtless.
Oh.
With all his 15-year-old muscles. And I'm like, it's cool, but the jacket is iconic and better.
The jacket is iconic and better. Come here.
I'm just saying.
I'm an equivalent of Yankee hat with no brim.
There are Yankee hats without brims? Okay, well, I just typed it as Yankee hat no brim, so...
Would you rather than Edward Elric?
Okay, this looks like a meme.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly.
Although I just found a Yankee sun hat. It's
This
got like the whole 360 brim on it.
Top.
Jesus. I gotta be honest, Estrog, I don't know a ton about the sports memes. I am not sports person. I had a kid at my internship last year, and he was always telling me about football and baseball because he was super into it. I'm just like, oh, tell me all about it, buddy. But I didn't know a single thing. He knew everything, though.
Lines. I forgot how arduous this was.
Me, but I gotta be honest, all that info left my brain. It was not
Pointer
retained.
F3. F3 lines. No, I did capital 3. All right, there we go.
I shall enjoy the sport adjacent meme.
I feel like you can get it.
You can definitely get it. It's just, it's not one of the memes I'm up on because
Oh, yeah.
I do not.
If I'm being honest, at this point, there's
I
so
don't
many
sports.
memes in
I
general
just don't sports.
that it's hard to be up on the memes in general.
It is.
There's always like I'm watching like YouTube and then they say something. I'm like, oh, so this is a thing we're saying now? Okay. I'm not against it, but just like Crash Out.
really
When
funny
did Crash
because
Out
one
start
of my
being a
friends-
thing? I'm not against it. Honestly,
that I've been seeing more
good
and more.
word,
Like, oh, you're
but, like,
crashing out, and I'm like, yeah,
that was not
sounds
a thing,
accurate.
and like that was not a thing, and now I hear it
No, that's a
everywhere.
new one.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I have a friend who's always on TikTok, and she'll tell me about a meme or a sound bit, and then she's like, "Oh wait, you're on Insta. It'll make its way over to you in 3 months." I'm like, I'm not that far behind. It's only like 2 weeks. Give it some time to migrate, people.
Honestly, with the way like cross posting happens, it's pretty fast.
Exactly.
All right, that's a good Fingie.
That's a very good thingy.
I'm very happy with how this hand looks. There was a point, but Allie, was Crash Out a common word like for a long time? Hawktua, no one like says see there's okay, that's the difference. Hawktua is a meme. If you say Hawktua, I'm gonna Hawktua, you are memeing. You're not saying it actually language. When you say crash out, they were having a crash out, I'm gonna crash out, I'm crashing out, you're saying that sincerely using the definition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, probably. But that's exactly why it's meme-struck, because they're just randomly saying, like skibbity toilet or skibbity in general.
Oh.
That's a meme. Even Gen Alpha, you're not
guys
saying it
want
really.
to laugh after this story.
Yeah.
It's a very quick
Oh, it's a
one,
good one,
but
Allie. I like Crash Out. Continue, Mars.
I was in the office yesterday, and it wasn't one of my kids, but my coworker's child, who she was seeing that day, is he finished his work, so he was allowed some free time. He runs to the other side of the room to get a toy, and he just shouts out, "Skibbity!"
Oh my
And
god.
we know what that is, but we're not going to tell the kid that we know what it is. So my coworker just goes, "What?" And he goes, "Skibbity toilet. Do you have skibbity toilet?" I'm just like, and so it
As
begins.
a toy?
As a toy.
Does-
Actually, maybe
I
not
would
even
have
as
had
a
to
toy,
say-
because she does have an iPad to use for like
Oh,
Google cards and stuff.
Okay.
So we might have wanted to watch it as just like we're not playing that in speech.
Like it's
no,
like
no.
I would have said as a toy.
No.
And then if he said yes, I would be, do you have Skibbity as a toy? Like, what is this? I need
Exactly.
to be aware.
Skibbity
Toilet.
toilet.
Oh my
That's
God.
it. That's it. But I was like, oh my god. And
Oh,
so it
really? Can you,
begins.
Lucifer? There's a few, I've said it before, Mason. There's a few, it's mostly like I hear YouTubers say it. Like there's one YouTuber that I watch and she says it a lot. And then there's another one that's definitely, she's a lot younger. So the one that says it the most is just slightly younger than Mars and I think like a year. But the other one that I watch, she's like pretty young. So it's like, all right, this is your slang at this point.
Yeah. Not us.
Estrak. It's the unfortunate of the YouTube.
Yeah.
I think I cooked sensible. Understandable, good. Skibbity toilet bro, nonsense meme. Yeah. Or saying like, oh, he's got skibbity
Let me
riz.
go check
It's
out
like,
the
okay,
couch.
I can understand what the joke is, but you're not saying that and actually meaning it. But like, oh my god, you cooked. Like, oh, they cooked 8, left no crumbs. Like, you're seriously saying that. You know, you're not memeing after a certain point.
Because saying I cooked conveys something. It means I did well. Skibbity toilet does not have any meaning to it whatsoever.
Or just saying skibbity. He's got skibbity riz. It has a meaning. It does have a meaning. Just like Haktua has a meaning. But nobody's saying
context,
it
though.
like, nobody's saying it like a real thing. And that's the difference.
Yeah. That's the big one. I just found it so funny when he said it because I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it begins. Skibbity PUBG.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No, yeah, cook, and all the various, like, relating terms to cook are, like, here to stay. I don't think we're getting rid of that. You know, I also don't think we're gonna get rid of Crash Out, because Crash Out is too... Rita's dying? Don't make me feel old, Allie! Jesus!
What? You're not that old!
I also think it's only cringe when you say the meme stuff and you're not, like, part of the community. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna try and come here and say I can't fucking say Crash Out, we gotta throw hands. We gotta throw hands. Middle F MF1. Dying Alley of age.
I'm dying of age. Ugh.
You just, how does it feel embarrassed? What other way can I take that, Allie? Why are you embarrassed?
There's only one way to take it.
There's only one way you're embarrassed, and that's when people are too old. You're a 2-year-old. This is an age. That's still an age thing, Allie.
I was hearing a little 3-year-old say it, so welcome to my life.
It's still an age thing.
It's hard to not be an age thing. All right, guys, I'm putting it to a vote. Do I get jelly beans, chocolate hot cross bun, or just plain old chocolate as my 10 o'clock snack? What should I get? I'm at the point of the night where I need to refuel. What do I get?
It's okay, Allie. I'm not actually mad. I'm not mad. You hear anyone say it? Wait, okay, now we're really depending on what words, Allie. Like I said, skibbity, sure. Haktua, sure. If you're gonna come here and say you're embarrassed because I said Crash Out, or like I said, we're gonna throw hands. Or what was the other one? Riz? I don't think Riz is cringe. I don't think it's as integrated like Pastry Puff says, but I still don't think it's like it has a meaning, you know, like...
It hasn't hit the point of being full cringe.
I don't think Riz is cringe. I don't think, the most cringe is cringe.
Cringe is the most cringe.
Cringe is a word. Not a meme. I think certain things people say are cringe when it's like, why? Stop, they're already dead. Hi, Allie, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to speak words.
Allie.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Then I can be accepting of this. Because both of those are words that are just... Nobody should say those words. Cringe culture is a... Yes, cringe culture is a disease.
That it is.
Very,
Have
very
I ever
true.
tried being boozled?
Don't feel stupid, Ellie. I'm not. We're not upset nor actually mad in any way. I have a big smile on my face. Also,
Not
you
in
know
the
what I felt
slightest.
stupid about? I don't know if I mentioned this on stream or not, but I can't remember. When I like showed off Cersei for the first time, I completely forgot to turn on a program. There was two programs I had to turn on, and I only remembered to turn on one, and I feel like Monarch. And so the way that the mouse was moving was not good because I was stupid.
Oh, the
Turn
struggle,
on one
so
of the
real.
things. There are so many programs. It's 2 separate programs plus the iPhone plus the phone. So it's like 3 separate things. And it was a lot. And then of course everything else I need for streaming, you know, it's just like, oh my lord.
I will let Ori regale you with her stories. Seems like everyone's telling me to go get chocolate, so I'm gonna go get my chocolate rabbit.
Yummy.
I'll be right back.
Yummy, yummy. Bring mine too. Alright, she's getting mine. She'll give it to me. Impress Dylan with the Zoomer speak? We are Zoomers! Struck! How is that impressive? I'm just speaking my language. We're Gen Z. I get very annoyed. We're old Gen Z. We're at the we're the Zennial end of Gen Z, but we're Gen Z. I think you are Gen Z, Struck. I think you are Gen Z. Are you 26 or 27? That's the cap. That's the cap. We're Zennials. It's definitely like one of those things. Yeah, I know
Gen
Penguin.
Z?
Estruck's having a crisis of faith.
Chocolate to you. Get ready to catch it.
All right. I'm ready.
All right, here it goes. Here it comes. Catch it before it falls on the floor.
Oh, it's a little melted, but I think it'll work.
Ah, shit. That was the teleportation ray.
Yeah, the beaming.
I haven't worked out that kink just yet.
Yeah, so Estruck, you are literally Mars and my age. We will turn 27 this year.
Yes.
So sad. I don't think my birthday falls on a stream day.
I think mine's a Saturday this year.
Yeah, mine's a Sunday.
Nice.
Mine's a Sunday. Dylan's is a Thursday, so he won't be there.
Unaccomplished, Estrock.
Yeah, yours is a Saturday.
Don't say that.
What? Why do you feel unaccomplished? I don't know how this works out. What happened here? I'm confused of how we've got here. Are you saying we're accomplished? Because I don't think that's also true.
I am.
Oh, we got jobs and stuff? Yeah, we spent a lot of money to get jobs and stuff.
I paid to get my job, basically.
And Mars is very much paying for it now.
Without grad school.
Yes, I will say, the 3 of us are fairly adulting-y, but we also picked, like, fields that we, while ended up liking overall, also had a large need for people. And also very specific jobs. We didn't get, like Dylan went to law school, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I got a certificate to be an arborist, so that's, like, a specialty. And that's my biggest recommendation. Whether you go to college or not, get like certificates. Mars has like a certification. You know, sometimes you need to go to college to be certified.
I got 2 certifications.
There you go. Mars has 2 certifications.
I need one to work with babies, and I need one to work in the schools.
And then
you guys were right about the chocolate.
There you
go.
Good
call.
Good call. Super Diva. Oh my god. You're also old. Penguin, you're younger than Dylan. Right now, Dylan's the oldie. Right now, nobody has gotten older than Dylan. Poor Dylan.
So far, he holds the record.
He holds the record. All of y'all right now are younger than Dylan.
Penguin, that's a cycle. You have to spend money to earn money to spend money.
Yep, exactly. And you just hope that you're earning more money that you're spending, but yeah.
We try.
Life's hard.
I think I'm gonna end up with Ori's first initial future, like her AU future, she didn't meet Dylan, I think I'm gonna be with my parents for a while, given the housing prices.
Yeah. No, see, the goal is like a complex.
That ain't happening.
The goal is a complex. We got you, we get, you know, like my cousin, we get my parent, everybody. We just all live on like a big area.
We get your parents, we get my parents,
and we
get
pool
my
it.
brother.
Yeah, we pool all the resources. We make our own pseudo village with no HOA.
Like, forget a duplex. We'll just get a quadruplex. I have no idea if I used that correctly.
See, you're young, Mason. I will totally say, I'm very happy to be at the, like, quote-unquote age that I am, in the sense of there are YouTubers that are big YouTubers that are significantly older than me, but there's also obviously YouTubers that are big YouTubers that are younger than me. So it's like, I don't feel like I could be an old person, you know, be doing YouTube, like I could be too old, because there's old'em doing it. Like Markiplier's older than me, you know?
We're in the sweet spot, which is really nice. Because I'm like, oh good, I still have some years left in me.
Well, I'm honestly totally here to be like grandma on the internet. I don't give no shits. Whatever, who cares? I also feel, and maybe I'm just conceited, who knows? I feel like because being a Xennial, so much like tech has happened, I feel particularly equipped to be able to ride whatever happens in the future, like tech-wise, changes, you know, change over social medias and do whatever, because we just lived through...
Except AI, fuck AI.
Yeah, but, okay. Whether or not AI comes or goes away, I still think we can, like, deal, is all I'm saying. You know? Also, I think it is helpful that we're not attempting to be full-time content creators in any way. Well, someone said something. I'm trying to remember who it was, but some content creator I follow said, I'm not a content creator, I'm a content creator. It was not Monarch or Sayu. I'm a content creator. You know, I am content at where I am and what I'm doing. And it's like, that's what I feel like the vibe is. I feel like life already passed you by. Estruck, the way to do it is you do something new every day. That's how you slow down the passage of time. And it doesn't have to be like a big thing, right? Like my example is my job takes me to various different places all over my city. Okay, that's a perk of my job. I get to be in a lot of different places. And because of that, I check on Google Maps that says like, yeah, exactly. Like I go to a cafe. I look and I see if there's a cafe, right? Because the area that I work in has lots more independent places, thankfully, than a lot of other areas in the world. I do appreciate that. You know, when you go out to where Mars lives, unfortunately, the independent stuff definitely thins out a lot.
But
yeah,
we do still have some towns spotted out here and there, so you can still get local.
Yeah.
My issue is that my job does not take me to new places.
Yes.
It takes me to 4 very specific locations every single day.
It's like no do the old back voice. No, that's a painful voice. Goes away. What goes away, Ellie?
Bag was one of my painful ones. It's Larry.
Larry's rough. Don't go away, Ellie. I don't know who's going away.
No, I think that was the AI chant.
Oh, yes, it is the AI chant. Everybody should watch it. Yes, but you should watch season 3, episode 1 after watching seasons 1 and 2.
Yes, this
because
is very important.
It will be kind of confusing.
How you guys should start from the beginning
Enthuse,
of the musical.
You still here?
And go straight through.
Don't cop out on us, Enthuse. Just listen to the whole thing. It's worth it. I cried.
Please.
I cried.
It's 2 hours.
I was
it's
trying 2.5 hours. Do give him 2.5 hours. Yeah, watch it for 3.
You can do it.
Maybe we'll. Okay, hold on.
You know
anybody in chat?
Party.
Yeah, anybody in chat who has not listened to all of Epic the Musical, is this something you would be willing to do a watch party with?
Struck
Would this...
my point!
It's only Enthuse right now that we're beefing with. No, I don't Pastry Puff. I'm just messing. We're bringing it all around. There's a 12-hour...
We're thinking of streaming Epic the Musical.
Yes,
you guys need
with
to
the
listen to
animatics.
it
For everybody who
through.
has not listened to it,
let's go.
would this be the push you need as a watch party? Okay, there are animatics. I have hand-picked animatics. They're not just the most popular one. I have hand-picked. There's an album that's longer than the age of the universe right now.
They're amazing ones.
What? It's strong. There's an album that's longer than the age of... How does that work? I see, Mason. Transactional. Always willing to consume something new? Sure. Oh, I had so much fun watching Kim Possible again.
One from Allie. I think we got S-Strock.
I had so much fun
Kim Possible one was so
watching
good.
Kim Possible again.
I'm so
Thanks for fueling
because I'm like, oh,
my
this is great.
my thing, yeah.
I miss good shows.
Kim Possible did slap. Yes, the watch party would put... Okay, this might be something we do.
All right, we'll have to funnel
That's
this in.
wild, S-Strock. Now, my question for you, S-Strock, is when you listen to these very long albums, is this something that you intend to and require yourself to have to do in, like, one sitting? Like, you can't do, like, a couple hours one day, a couple hours the next day? For you, the experience has to be, like, all at once?
Yes,
in one sitting. All right. That is a lot. No doubt. I would never do that. See, Epic the Musical, you could do just one saga a day. That's at maximum. At maximum, 5 songs.
That's what they made us do when the sagas were coming out. We got one saga every few months.
Yeah.
And we lived with it.
We survived.
Barely.
Okay. Now the question is...
Great is your will to survive.
Seriously?
600 lives at stake.
Wrist. Beautiful.
Also, you guys will finally understand all our epic jokes.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset. So there's a character in Tangled Tower, and her name is Penelope. I don't think...
Damn it!
Tangled Tower was recorded before... I don't think it was before I learned about Epic the Musical. No, it had to have been because the theme happens in the first song. So it was before I learned about Epic the Musical. But, like, right before. You know, like, because this is years old now. I don't even know how long ago we streamed it.
That's just pain. So cruel.
Tangle.
Yeah, Odysseus' wife.
Yeah, and so all I can hear when we're, like, talking about it, we streamed it June 6th of 2023. No, I guess we had listened to it. I at least had
been listening to Epic by then.
But the theme was only in that, like, first song.
Yeah.
It's not in all of the other, so it's not like it's drilled into your head, right? Because it's literally only in that first song, like, I fight for us, I fight for us, and then you get into the whole, like, who would you live for, who would you die for?
When he makes that declaration again,
which definitely came out after this.
Yeah, okay, that would explain it.
Underworld, and then it's a lot.
Ever forget. Although that melody does show up in There Are Other Ways. Because, like, when he tells Cersei, like, no, I can't
that
be
one
with
also
you,
came out
you
after.
hear the violin of Penelope's leitmotif.
That one also came out after, because that one had to be 2022. Yeah, what saga is that called? That's called the Cersei saga?
That's the Cersei saga, yeah.
Saga. It had to come out after. It had to be 2024. Yeah, February 2024. We recorded June 2023. So this was the big, like hiatus. You know, this is the big hiatus.
That's right. That was in between the Cyclops and the
Storm
saga.
Yeah. So we only had Cyclops and Troy. That was it for the longest time.
And then we didn't get Storm. And then they started coming out like
and then they came out every month because they like had it. Oh my lord. Nope.
All I heard was, hey!
Yeah. Ocean Saga. Okay, yeah, so the Ocean Saga came out December 25th, 2023.
You know I'm too shy.
And then after that it kind of picked up. So we had the first one to come out in like December 2022, I think Troy Saga was released for the first time.
That would make sense because I listened
December
to the
25th, 2022
a lot in the first semester of grad school.
But it picked up.
And Cyclops.
No, but the one, yeah. So the Cyclops Saga is where we would have come in because I came in with that, right? And so, and that was January of 2023. And so nothing was released until December 2023. So we had Tangled Tower, where the only Penelope motif that happens is once in the first song, which is definitely not the song we were listening to the most. Is it a good song? Yes, but it doesn't hit as hard as when you get the later songs.
Oh yeah, like when it comes back, that's when it hits.
It hits.
That's when
so
it hurts.
Now, so then before.
That's why you need the whole experience because it will not hit as hard.
It does not hit as hard
without the establishing numbers. Like guys, there were moments in this musical where I either had to pause and take a couple deep breaths, or I just outright screamed.
I literally.
That is no lie, that is no exaggeration. That is not hyperbole.
I was going to find. So, you know, when I made the animatic playlist, the Revenge Saga, right? Vengeance Saga? Whatever that one is.
Vengeance, yeah.
Yeah, when it was
saga.
The Vengeance. No, Ithaca's the final one. The Vengeance Saga.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vengeance is right before.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the Vengeance Saga had just come out, so there wasn't a lot of like a ton of animatics for it when I was like doing that one. But then the Ithaca Saga came out, and obviously that was like nothing because it just came out, so I didn't have any of that in the playlist. But now it has been a while, so now there are a bunch of animatics to it. Yeah, that'd be pretty hilarious, Penguin.
Ooh.
That and then can they also meet the Journey to the West crew? Can we have that like I need a joke there. I need a show.
Okay, Ori, one of these days you need to watch Sayuki. You really do.
I do. Maybe that's the next thing you and I could do.
That's a 50 episode thing, but if you're
we can start it. It's good to start it. You know, at least when we start stuff together, I'm like more invested, you know?
That is true. That is true.
That's more what I'm talking
about. And I know you can handle older animations.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not concerned about quote unquote dipping quality.
Yeah, which is stupid. God, though, Kim Possible's animation fucking holds up. Wee mama, my boy.
Ron holds up so well.
They're so good. Like, guys, come on. When did that come out? The early 2000s? It is not 2002, guys. They came out in 2002. It holds up so well.
It does.
Not even just the animation, though. The whole thing. You know, like
the writing really holds up.
Like, obviously, there are things that it's like it kind of dates itself, but honestly, not that badly. I think the most dating it does is like with the slang. It was so. I'm so glad that you're all loving it because, man, I was watching those episodes and I was like, yeah. Even though I've watched it like 4 or 5 times all the way through, I'm just like, oh. Yes! Yes!
Don't you know, Ron's a bomb diggity dancer!
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell you why it works and why it holds up. Because they do 3 major things. They made really good design choices.
Penguin,
the characters.
If that's not the most stellar advertisement for a show, I don't know what is.
I'm so glad. It's like Saturday morning cartoons in real life, but Monday, well, for you, Tuesday morning, I guess. Still shining, indeed. It's so good. It just gets better too, guys. Like, I literally can't think of a Kim Possible episode that I don't like. Like, I can't. Like, there's ones that are like, I love this one, but there's not one where it's like, I gotta skip this one. So it holds up because, one, the character, like the art direction, character design is done really, really well. Okay? It's very simplistic while still having a form, but it means that they're easy to manipulate and move around. And because they're not like realistic, like they are a high level of cartoony compared to, you know, like other things, it allows them to be, you know, breaking easier without noticing. Then the next thing that they do is they make very few locations. Okay? They do have new locations because the villains will show up in different areas, but like the school has like specific places and that's it in the school, right? Background style. And they're very simple backgrounds too, right? Same with like, you know, you'll see the reoccurring locations. You see like Kim's house. They show those like zoom out cards of the place that they're in, right? You see that like zoom out picture of Kim's house as like a lead-in that eats time while people are talking. Usually you show that the school with the billboard, right, zoomed out. And then last but certainly not least, and this is the biggest thing that I really need new animation to get, like, to get it together with, and that is they very mindfully minimize the amount of movement. If you sit there and watch it, and now it's not as obvious as something in Teen Titans where they have like the action placards, like the plaque cards, right? Where it's like literally just still punch like a comic book, because that's a stylization to it, right? It makes sense. In Kim Possible, they don't do that. They have the action be animated. But when they're not doing the action, they are very still. Like, if you really look, and you know, and that's not a bad thing. That is how you're supposed to do it. That is specifically touted a major benefit of 2D animation over 3D animation, is that you can have a character be still and not be uncanny, where a 3D rendered animation, if the character doesn't move at all, it looks wrong. It looks wrong. And it's very weird to think about. But
so, Ori, I'm curious, can you think of an example where you have seen that mistake?
I have not seen that mistake in like somebody having a still 3D, you know, animation thing, but it was something that they actually talked about with Disney. Disney animators actually talked about Xernea's twin tackle. There you go. Yes, there you go. Nice. Yes. No, 100%. And that's why Pokemon was better before 3D animation, without question, because they didn't have to make them move all the time. They didn't have to move at all, really. It looked good. It was a good time. But like when you analyze Kim Possible, you see that they save the frames for the parts that you can't. we're reforming good memories with the song, Allie. We're talking about happy stuff we're doing, you know,
positive association.
Yeah.
We talk about something good and pair it with something you don't like. Therefore, you'll have a positive reaction.
I need, Allie, I do need you to finish the game just because I need to know how you feel about it. That's it. Really bad.
Exposure therapy. There you go. Just like Estrog said.
But like their hair are all big shapes, you know, like when you look at animation of the time, they all hold up pretty well because they do that. You know, you think of Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom, and even though the style change is questionable in Jake Long American Dragon, the animation itself holds up pretty well, right? And big benefits there. But so much of it, you know, they do a lot of jumping off the screen for action, right? They do a lot of, like, you know, they're not being in the whole thing, so that when they do the animation, it's when it really counts. God, I'm just looking at all the,
That's
like,
a secret.
screen clips that come up when I looked up Kim Possible, and I know every episode, Jesus Christ, but like I'm like, ah yes, I can't wait for this one. This one's hilarious. This one, oh my god, so good, so good, so good, so good. Ugh, I'm so ready. And then on top of that, the writing is just fantastic. The writing is really good. They feel like teens. They feel like friends. They feel like siblings and brothers. The parents aren't pushing the relationship. You know, it feels like they have...
You don't get that Danny Phantom awkwardness.
Yeah, you don't have... You feel like they are teens with teen problems that are also saving the world. You know, like, it's good shit. Keep going back and forth on this. Everyone's chill about it. Exactly. They're just like the parents. Well, you know, now as an adult, you could be like, you know what they're thinking, but they just go, oh, but you always go with Ron, cause she did. You know, you always go with Ron to the dance or whatever, to homecoming, whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know. You know, but they drop it when she's like, oh no, but like. Manky and this whole thing, and then the dad's bit of just like, I no more talking about hotties at the breakfast table. It's just so real. And then the mom coming in with like, who's the hottie? Oh, it's so good. It's so well written.
Top tier.
It's so well written. I'm assuming you mean, what's a letter near S? Nice, Allie. Cute.
Letter near S?
Allie says, I like how the soy stuff isn't a secret. I'm assuming they mean boys?
Spy stuff.
Spy! Ah, there we go. That makes sense.
Next P on the keyboard.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I get there.
Yeah, I really like that too.
It's
love
very
that
fun.
It's not hidden.
But
I love
there
that it's part
are
of the world.
Still parent moments, though. You'll see it. You know, it didn't happen so much, but there are moments that'll happen where it's like on a school night, you know, like these sort of things. And it's like where, you know, they're chill about it, but they're still like, they're not absentee. That's also very important. Balance that a lot of people don't get, like a lot of writers don't get, is the balance between too controlling, you know, too doting, and absentee. And it's like, I really like in Sasaki and Miyano, okay, when they finally get together, it's not really a spoiler because that's literally like kind of the point of the whole thing. But when they finally get together, they have this whole thing about like telling their parents. And we find that Miyano's mom, great mom, she's great. And she just accepts it and moves on. She's great. But then we get to Sasaki, and he's like talking about his parents, and his parents were too lenient. And we have these little moments about how they were too lenient, and they just let them govern themselves to the point of where they felt unloved, you know, and like not knowing how they would react, and all these sort of things where you're a tofu twink. Soy boy and tofu twink. Honestly, love it.
Oh my god. That's brilliant.
But in the gay show, they be gay. Very shocking. I know, right? Also, fantastic, like, coming of age BL. It's great. Love it. Top tier.
Oh, it's so good.
We still read the manga, and I'm so happy. Oh, so good. Did you read it?
Not yet. I gotta be honest. Once you tell me we're hanging out, I will.
Yeah,
read it.
makes sense. I feel
then
it.
I'll be like, ooh, I have a deadline.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
Which is so bad, but
so real.
also true.
Yeah.
It's so real. I've actually been doing a good job of reading books this weekend. I had a break last week, guys, because of the spring break, which was so
You should try
nice,
that
and I
substitute.
actually got to do some hobbies again. And one of the books I read was called Flower Heart. If you love Howl's Moving Castle or really any Ghibli film, you'll probably like Flower Heart. It was really interesting. Ori, I think you would really like it too.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. Let's see if the dog will be a good girl or not.
Let's see.
Keep trying.
Ooh, lots of fan fiction. Nice, S-Jock, nice.
Very nice. I've not been reading much of anything. I'm lazy.
I've been reading a little fan fiction here and there. Just some.
I got caught up with my stuff, with my animes, and then I was lazy after that.
Excuse me.
God, yeah, so I was watching the Epic Musical Animatics, and I was crying. I was bawling. I was like, oh. And I interpreted something in the song different than how all of the animatics have actually interpreted it. So I was like, huh, I like the animatic interpretation better. But I was like, huh, wild.
I'm very curious what this moment is.
Mild spoilers, I guess, for the Odyssey. I'm not gonna put the spoil tackles on, though. Tags. Ooh, look at the sword! Is that Mara? Yep, I'm remembering the names.
Ooh, let's see.
So in the challenge...
Ooh, very cool.
In the challenge, there is a part where Penelope goes, I'm trying to think of exactly how it starts. But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. Although it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm. Unless, could it be some kind of sign? That part.
My world is all about to change.
So how do you interpret that? How do you interpret that? I want, how does that feel to you? What is happening here?
Okay, so I'm imagining her pacing the room. She's looking out to sea.
Yes, thank goodness.
And then she takes a moment and goes, unless, and then faces away and starts walking towards the arena, because then the next line is gonna come, is it finally time for the challenge that I'd arranged? That's what I envision. Because I'm basic.
Wait, say that again? I think I zoned out.
Okay. So, she's in her room.
Mm-hmm.
You see the shroud that she was talking about earlier in the verse. She's standing by the window of her room. As she's talking about the storm, she looks out to sea, and then on unless she faces away and then starts walking.
But how does she feel? What is the feeling? What is she feeling?
On unless.
On the unless. Could it be some kind of sign? Okay. That whole thing. What is the feeling?
So I honestly envision her with her head down in that contemplative unless.
Is she hopeful
her
or unless could it be a sign that we got to move on? What I guess okay.
No. So I'm getting more of the just thinking about it, furrowing her brow.
So when I interpreted it, yeah, more like you, on the sense of that I interpreted it as very this is a sign from the gods that it's time to do the challenge and we just gotta move it along, this is it. We're running out of time. We just gotta stall and this is what we gotta do, right? I watched 3 animatics and the first one was my favorite, and honestly, they did great ones for all of the really slower emotional songs in the Ithaca Saga. So they're all the ones in there. They have the challenge, Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? And the other one with Telemachus that I'm blanking on the name of.
Oh, in the Wisdom Saga?
No, in the Ithaca Saga. Odysseus comes home and Telemachus is singing, and then we have the part with Athena at the end that makes me cry.
I Can Only Wonder.
Yes, I Can Only Wonder. So those are all the same, like, animator I have in the playlist because they're top tier shit. But, so when I watched all of the challenge ones, on the... Could it be some kind of sign? This whole part is that she's happy. She's like the unless is her eyes light up that it is Odysseus, and that the challenge is specifically for him so that he can come home and reclaim the throne without a problem. This is the right? It's not at all how I interpreted it, but 3 different animatics did that the same way. And I kind of love it.
Cool.
I kind of love it. Like, you watch and her eyes light up, and in the first one, that's the one I kept, very classic anime little like swirl sparkle thing go on, and I'm just like I welled up. I was like, oh, I didn't think of it this way, but now it puts this all in a different perspective.
Well, that's what I love about the musicals is you can envision your own version of it. I was like, that's a really good interpretation.
Yeah, I love it.
That's amazing. I love that. But it's interesting that is not how I interpreted that.
Yeah, not at all, right?
During that song, I imagine her like to be more like, yes, wistful, but also kind of like, I'm resigning myself to this. 'Cause then another line to follow is, because I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you.
Yeah, but now think about it through the lens.
He's resigned to this.
Yeah, but now thinking about it through the lens of it being, no, this is a sign that Odysseus has come home, and this challenge is for him specifically to, again, be able to, like, easily reclaim the throne, because they weren't gonna let him just fucking slide on back in after 20 years.
No.
They were gonna have to challenge him. So this is a whole thing, and then the challenge that she arranged, and this whole thing kind of like they planned it out beforehand, or she had thought about it beforehand for him. It's just like, oh, that's so good. Honestly, Mars, go watch those animatics, because honestly,
all right, I will.
They're so good, so good. I'm sorry, we had a completely different conversation than chat had, but I think you'll like the Emma Case Rise from the Ashes, Allie. It's just long. It's long.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hi, Dylan.
He's gone already. He literally opened I think he was going to use the bathroom, and he literally opened the door to do that. Because I said it was very long.
It's just a quick little detour on the way.
It is certainly on the way. Good
night, Mason.
Good night, Mason. I'm gonna sneeze. What time is it? Jesus, I've done nothing.
It's 10:38 somehow. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to make some more tea.
My goodness, Dylan's ghost. He'll be alive and well tomorrow. Yeah, it was a Dylan jump scare.
Dylan jump scare.
For me too.
Oh.
Because unexpected that was indeed.
Ugh, I napped for 4 hours. How the heck am I yawning? Jeez.
Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep.
There's so many friggin' good songs in Epic the Musical.
It's so good. Yeah, when Enthuse is like a top 3, I'm like, how do I pick? I can pick one favorite for every saga, but I don't think I could narrow it down better than that.
Hang on, my cat is beating up the door. I gotta let her in. Hey, I hear you.
Interesting. You mean, so, S-Jack, that's like a 1 sleep at night for half the time and 1 sleep in the middle of the day for half the time? Like 4 hours, roughly? That makes a lot of sense. A lot of places still nap in the afternoon. I just don't think it's for 4 hours.
crazy animal.
And I think it's very, very common. So many people get sleepy in the middle of the day. I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
If I had...
I saw that in the other day. There was a post. I have no idea how true this is, but there was something I saw where it was like, medieval peasants, they slept for 4 hours, they did some work, and then they slept for another 4 hours.
Yeah, that's what Deathstroke's talking about.
Mood. That's exactly okay.
Yeah, basically, like, yeah, that they used to sleep on a biphasal cycle where they would, because you would miss the heat of the day, right? You would sleep through the heat of the day when you can't really do anything. It's one of those things where it's like, I wish I could mathematically make it work. Yeah, they told, yeah, we'd love to go back there.
Motivation for you, Canadian? I don't know.
Okay,
I'll try to muster some up. Take it.
No, I got some, but you gotta be accepting. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. No, Allie, keep yours. I got extra. Let's go. Oh,
S-Rock's sending some too. All right, everyone. Touch your screen.
You could do it.
Send it through.
Do it, Canadians, if it feels so much better. It will.
Yes, launch the spirit bomb.
I'm trying to think, what's a good song to clean by that I could sing via memory?
Just whistle while you work.
No, I was thinking something more Epic the Musical related.
Oh.
I'm just thinking what's like an upbeat one. Why can't I think of how it starts? Yo, yeah, you gotta have a bop one. And I'm thinking of Wouldn't You Like, but why can't I think of how Wouldn't You Like starts?
It literally starts with Hermes laughing, but
I know.
I must say,
what a brilliant speech you gave.
Who goes there?
Just a friend. That will help you save your men. A foe like Circe, not to be trusted with.
You want to beat her, you'll meet the
blessing of a certain God.
Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to
send a message.
Hermes. Wouldn't you like a
taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You could be hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She could turn you to an animal that could end up on her plate. She can all but make you fall in love like he's on your 100th date. She could conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the bone. She'll do all the ways to haunt you when you take her on alone. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You could be hurt or you could beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Here in the root of this flower, there lies such a power to take her on.
You must consume
and digest it, and you manifest the being of your creation.
All you need's imagination,
but it's only for a moment till you've beaten your opponent. Wouldn't you like it? Holy moly! Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You could beat her, or you could beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. It goes on way too long. The end. Yay! Glad you enjoyed. I will say, I'm pretty sure for the choruses, we were actually pretty synced up, even with lag.
Well, it's really funny listening to it on Discord because I'm slightly delayed. So
As you should
guys,
be.
Ori was singing behind me
Yeah.
in Discord.
Yes.
Which was kind of throwing me for a moment. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm listening
it's
to some
definitely
notes, I'm like, oh,
like
shit, I'm ahead
you
of her.
have to sing and just keep going, and I have to match what I'm hearing from you because that's what comes through the stream.
Pay attention to you because I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
mess up.
But you, for the choruses, we did good. For the choruses, we
Yeah,
did
that
good.
wasn't half bad.
The choruses,
Can
I
you
think,
tell
was
how
our
many times
best.
I've listened to that song.
That's one of my favorites. I love both the Hermes ones a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot.
Should we do Dangerous?
We could. Did this help, Canadian Lucifer?
Allie's asking for Encore.
Oh, we want encore? Okay, okay.
All right. I guess Dangerous.
Hello, old friend. Right? That's...
Oh, that's not how it starts.
Oh, how does it
starts
start?
With the soliloquy from Odysseus. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
600 men.
Ah, yes.
600.
600.
Oh, it's
Oh,
You're
hello.
just in time for a
For
karaoke.
karaoke. Look at this
Jesus.
array. We're giving the motivation to Canadian Lucifer with Epic the Musical karaoke.
Yes.
Acapella.
We just sang.
With
"Wouldn't
no
you
lyrics.
like?"
With no lyrics. We're not looking
You're
at
good
any
with
lyrics.
Dangerous.
I'm trying.
I don't know. Should we try? Should
I
we
was just
welcome
gonna do the
lucky
Hermes
raiders?
part. How does the Hermes part start?
Oh, well, if that starts, all you have to do is not open this bag. Hermes? Hello,
Old friend.
So
It's you're the one who talked to Calypso. Yes.
Why are you here? You're being given a
A final option. You be.
Consider this
It's your one last chance to make it back home and abandon caution lost in the way. Like the blood, your hands. I know you can dance with fate. And I know you'll know you enhance your state.
If your plan's
So great, then why'd you wait to say it? 'Cause it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line and put your whole brain in it. Remember everything.
You gotta treat it like
It is the main event. You want to
sorry,
get home,
muted
put
me.
it all on the line. Be dangerous.
All right, I'm in. What do I do?
Oh God.
First up,
Uncharted waters.
Then let's
Look to the stars. North Star, no matter how far. You keep on going, just keep on rowing. When dangers lurk around the aisle. When danger greets you with a smile, you fight your way through. Do what you must do, no matter what you do. Gotta be dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You want to get home, put it all on the line and put your whole brain in it. Remember every trick in your domain for it. You gotta treat it like it is the main event. Oh. Mars knows the lyrics better than I do.
No, I messed up. You keep going.
On the line.
I'm be dangerous, and lastly the windbag.
Bag.
We
It
went
through so much to get this. Keep your friends close and you wanna get home, so you won't get another time to try. The raging storm inside won't let you get closer. It was meant to stop you by design. 'Cause the ends always justify the mean. Oh. And you'll never make it home. You'll never make it home. Don't you know that danger is my friend?
My whole life I've
Trained for this.
I cannot tell you how much I
Paid for this. I have to get home, put it all on the line.
I'm gonna use
Ruthlessness, every trick, every skill put to use for this.
I plan to put an end to all the
Foolishness, I have to get home, put it all on the line. Be dangerous.
Hermes, thank you. Don't thank me, friend.
I'm not the one who fought for you. Well,
And
we
who?
did the
Good
first one, Ixion, because Canadian Lucifer wanted motivation. And for me, the best way to give
Yes.
motivation is with a catchy tune to do your shit to. And then we were
Exactly.
requested for an
That was us
encore.
building our powers.
So we did the other
Yes,
one.
we had no choice.
But now we're here. Welcome. How was your guys'
How
stream?
many times I've listened to this musical.
I'm glad that I'll be honest, I'm glad that I wasn't the one that messed up the lyrics on the second verse. I was like, oh shit, I don't remember this enough.
No, I put one of Odie's lines.
Yeah,
in,
I realized that. Yeah, and I'm like,
I'm like, fuck, keep going.
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe songs.
Do you know anyone's well?
Oh, I know.
It's been a long time.
Garnet's one.
Stronger than
This
you.
is Garnet.
Back together. And we're never going down to the hands of the likes of you because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying go get her. Two of us ain't gonna follow your rules. Come at me without any of your fancy tools. Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? Can't see the way we intermingle? But I think you're just mad cause we're single. And we ain't gonna stop what we made together. We ain't gonna stay like this forever. If you break us apart, we'll just come back newer. And we'll always be twice the man that you are. Cause I'm made of love. And it's stronger than you. Ba, 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 ba. And then ba, 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 ba. This is who I am. And if you think you can stop me, then you need to think again. Thank you, etc. Because I have a feeling, and I will never end. And I won't let you hurt my planet, and I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable?
I know you think
I'm not something you're afraid of, cause you think that you've seen what I'm made of. More than the two of them. The only thing they care about is what I am. I am their courage, I am their patience, I am a conversation. I am made of love. And it's stronger than you. That's true dichotomy. Stronger than you. I actually made. It just goes on. Well, no, the hand, because the hand is the Steven Universe spaceship.
Oh shit! Oh,
yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Which is hilarious.
That's amazing.
I'm glad we're enjoying. We're having a good time tonight. I will say it has helped in the past. Mars has gotten very tripped up off of the lag, and I can't help her. So she's done really well tonight, and that's making it easier. Because she just has to truck along.
That song, I was literally snapping to myself, like giving myself a metronome to follow the beat. I used to do that in choir a couple times just to like help me follow along, and it works. It works.
And I turned it to point down, exactly. Yeah, no, it's just accidental dichotomy. Aw, thank you, everyone. No, what was I gonna say? I actually wrote lyrics to a, I don't know if parody is the right word. It wasn't to, like, you know, be a joking thing, but it was a Natsu version of Stronger Than You.
No way.
And I was gonna animate it, and it has, like, art, and I made my mother lie on the ground for reference.
Oh my god, Tori, you have to do it. You have to do it.
I probably actually
You made
do
your
have.
mother lie on the ground for reference. You have
it'll
to.
never be animated. There's no fucking. There's one, no fucking way. There is two, no fucking way. Do I possibly still have the lyrics? There is a chance. It might actually be right here. I'm gonna take 2 seconds to see if it's right here. Hold on.
I think we're just singing for the rest of
This
the
is
stream.
10th grade Ori.
I'm so excited.
I just know where it would be if it was in a place that I kept. I don't know if it is here. I have like a
That's such a vibe.
folder of loose papers, and I know that I had.
Excuse me.
Yep. Oh, here. Okay.
The Sans version. Oh my god, Canadian. That brings me back.
The image
That was
that
a
I drew
flashback. Core memory unlocked.
of Natsu lying on the ground, based on my mom. There's a lot of like attempts, and then in little notes I have finally, and then I have something effing forgot his scarf. Damn. I forgot to draw his scarf in the good one, and I lined it, so it was too late. That's Noko. Okay. Oh, Bakugo. Hello. You're much later than that. Oh, okay, here's... I have... Oh my god, this is so many pieces of paper. Wow.
It's been unearthed.
I have the, like... Yeah. Natsu is lying on the ground, seemingly beaten. Rogue looks back at Natsu. Camera moves to the center on Rogue and Sting. Rogue and Sting are standing almost back to back. Sting's arms are crossed. Rogue's are at his side. Look at my lovely notes. They both smirk, power down their dragon force, and fist bump. We cut to Natsu. I feel like I'm reading fan fiction, but I'm reading me like what I was gonna animate. Cut to Natsu.
Oh,
he punches the ground and makes a crater. Natsu slowly gets up while he's laughing. He finally gets up and throws his head back almost manically. Sting and Rogue turn around skeptically and maybe a bit frightened. And then the song starts. Oh my god. I am Natsu. You think you're clever, but I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying, go get him. I'm never gonna follow your rules. When I'm done, you're gonna look just like a couple fools. Let's go, just you and me. Let's go, and then you'll see.
That's 1 on 3.
No, there's only 2 of them, so...
Oh man.
Yeah, very. I wish.
It is a dramatic screenplay.
Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Let me show you that my power's not a fable. I can see you hate my will to keep on going. Can't you hear my guild's cheers keep growing? Oh god. Is there another one?
It's brilliant.
There's no back. That's it. That's all there is. Oh, wait. No, I found the original. Hold on.
Oh, snap.
You ain't gonna stop the bond we made together. We will keep on fighting on forever. If you break us apart, we'll just come back newer. Ooh. And we'll always be twice the guild that you are, 'cause we are made stronger than you. I will always fight, and I will always stand. And if you think you can stop me, then you need to think again. 'Cause I fight for a feeling, and it will never end. And I won't let you win this battle. I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Let me show you that my power's not a fable. You don't think that I am something you're afraid of, 'cause you think that you know what I'm made of. But we are even more than just a guild. We are one family that we built. We share our fury and all our patience. We make up fairy tale. We are made. Oh my god. God, this is such a rabbit hole. After this is me writing how I proposed to Dylan. With Smash Bros. Character puns. God, this is hilarious to me.
This really is a blast.
Oh my god, this is on the same piece of paper. Oh my god.
This is amazing.
You didn't find the reanimated Sans version, you found me. Yes, the reanimated Kara version was a bop. I saw that come out. Oh, that's so funny. It was a dramatic screenplay. Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
god.
I saw the Kara version too.
Yeah,
That one
yeah.
was wild.
That one was, the animation really, really increased. Nuts stuff. 100 out of 10 would have recommend the Natsu thong. It's the song. Jesus. Thank you. Oh my god. My goodness. That was too funny. You know, I'm glad that I still have it. That was cool to have. But there's no way
That
I'm
was
animating.
awesome. That
The
was like
level of
digging up a
like
piece of history.
fighting, I will say, my mother definitely set a precedent to like save everything, and so I do like save everything that like I care about at the time, and I won't throw shit out, like creative shit out. I can't do it. I like to be able to look back and see. And honestly, it wasn't terrible of like a, I guess parody is the best word for it, but you know,
pretty good.
song, yeah, I know. I was trying to say song and thank you at the same time, and it did not work out.
Yes, thong you.
Thong you.
Ooh, trivia's up.
I guess I will add one more.
Let's see, what be the trivia
It's
tonight?
too funny though. Ixian's chat.
There's a
I don't
lot
know if any of you are
happening
still
on
here, but this is certainly a ride. Yeah, hi Willow. No,
Hey, Willow.
seriously, Willow. It's sadly, if I sit here, it's older than 10 years old. I was. This would have been.
Why?
Well, actually, this is hilarious. If I was writing to propose to Dylan, then that means I would have had to be a senior. So I don't even know what year that would be. We graduated in 2016, so it would have been 2016. So
1,
that's
2, 3, 4.
that's
9.
only 9 years. All right, only 9 years.
So we haven't hit double digits yet.
I can't do trivia. You guys got this. I don't know if I could do it, Allie. Or is it spoilery? It's spoilery things. Well, they're not spoilery, but it's from the thing. God, I have no idea.
I'm bailing on this
I'm
one.
trying to even remember any of them. Wow. None of these. There's only one that I possibly kind of remembered, and I don't actually remember.
Oh, geez, I got nothing.
Turnabout gun. I know that's not the answer, but I know that's what I said at one point. It's okay.
Yeah,
Dichotomy. It was only you, Ixion,
nothing.
and one other person, I think. So you know, whoever stayed is worth it. You're worth it, Dichotomy. Are you happy? You got your Steven Universe twice.
Yes, you did. With a fairy tale twist. And you guys all got a preview of Epic the Musical, too.
That you did.
So now you have no choice. You have to come to our watch party when we
Yeah, we're
stream
gonna
Epic the
have
Musical.
we're gonna have a watch party of Epic the Musical with Ori's hand-picked animatics, which may not be the top ones, but they're my personal favorites. Some of them are just like, I like this artist and I will pick this one over other ones, and then other ones are like, no, this one is like objectively like more cinematic. I went for cinematicness overall, personally. So we'll see. Like I said, Mars, you should watch those ones that I added for the Ithaca Saga. Because they're really good.
During stream.
I know, I'm just saying
Stream
before the
amazing.
watch party is what I'm saying. Like, don't wait for the watch party.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have a watch party.
Absolutely.
Dichotomy, you should join us for Kim Possible on Monday. I don't know. I think you work. I don't know your schedule. Dichotomy.
Or you can watch Kim Possible and then get back to us.
Yeah. Dichotomy, you have different homework. Your homework is to think of some sort of stream game that the 5 of us could play. You, Ixion, me, Molly, Mars. Me, Molly
Not
Mars.
Overcooked.
No.
Not
I'm talking like how like with Rage Paint Games we did Pokemon Fuzinkas, right? So it like took our vibes
okay.
together and like made a thing, right? No. I'm not trying to play a video game. That's too much. No. Overcooked is also only 4-player. And that was played up, I think you're traumatized about.
God.
But no, I'm thinking like a stream event sort of thing, right? Like we did with Rage. Cuz that's what we should do. A combo move.
I mean, guys, we know I'm good at sort of good at describing shit, so you can make use of that. I'm sort of kind of good at describing shit.
It happened pretty good. The monsters? Uncertain.
Monsters is a bit more uncertain. But Ori, if I tell you to draw a pancake, you'll know what I mean.
Yes, I will. I will these days know what you mean.
All I'll say is the one word, pancake. Ori wins.
It's like, yeah, I got it. Lovely. Fingers are just beans, guys. See, look at how all these beans are coming together.
Yeah. You're just little beans.
All right. Well, we didn't finish the art. I was optimistic, apparently. Because we also got very sidetracked, but we had a good time. And, you know,
plushies done,
I will say,
that's definitely worth it.
I'm glad that you guys... I do like pancakes. I also do like waffles, but I'm actually very picky. I know it was the song, but I'm very picky. I only really like corn muffin waffles.
I went for meme.
Well, I knew that the reason I said the waffles part was because I was acknowledging the meme.
Well, I knew you caught on as soon as you said waffles.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
she does know.
I'm aware. I'm not unaware.
Do we like French toast?
No.
Oh. Has to be a specific French toast.
Yes, it does. Middle finger 2. And not capital 2. But, I was gonna say other words that I have blanked on. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the singing, because there was like, I will totally say, because this is something I think about. I do sometimes watch content that involves like how to grow your stream, how to grow your like content, you know, like how to do, because like I don't want to be stagnant. And if there's something I can pretty easily implement, you know, that I wasn't doing, might as well, you know, that sort of thing. But one of the things was like, don't sing on stream. Your setup is not made for that. You know, your setup is not like optimized for singing. Don't sing on stream. Nobody wants to hear you sing.
4 times in a row.
And so it was like, and so it's definitely for a long time, it was like, I don't want to sing too much on stream because I don't want to sound bad, right? Like in the sense of like it's annoying, like grating, which is hilarious because I still make the slurp noises and the whinny noises no matter how much you guys cry and sob to me about the pain and the suffering, which is very funny. See, I'm not a masochist, I'm a sadist. But
there's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. This Chuck, exactly. And so there definitely was like a significant amount of I wasn't trying to sing a lot on stream. Make sex jokes an equal trade. All right, deal.
Equivalent exchange.
Equivalent
if you will.
exchange. Exactly. Oh
Perfect.
my lord. But sing my heart out, Ori. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So it was, and then on top of that, I will also say, there is a Discord lag with Mars, so it's always hard to sing with her because of that. And she did really well this time. This is like the best time you've done. We also did like full songs, so you know, there's definitely not, you know, anything else there. It wasn't just a little blip it. But I'm definitely very happy that you guys had a good time, because I do worry about being annoying. Is that a mosquito in my room?
Oh no. It's too early for mosquitoes.
Go away. where the tissues are.
Banish
Found the
it.
tissues. I'm gonna
Aw.
banish it.
Allie,
What?
I will sing as
Thank
loud as
you.
my environment allows me to, because I will admit the Hermes ha 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 did get a noise complaint.
Oh. All I can think of is the I experienced high tide. Oh.
Oh, if Troy doesn't know about those comparisons, I will be so
Oh,
shocked.
he has to. There's no
He
there's
has
no
to.
way.
There's no chance.
There's no way. It's so funny. It's perfect though. The laugh is perfect. Wouldn't change it. I'm gonna say he probably never will. He probably never will do it on stream. He is somebody that is he's not as fun as you guys about his streams, okay?
That's
He's
more
very
shame than
picky.
us.
He does have I don't even think it's that. I'm not ashamed. I think I sound pretty good. I did a lot of singing stuff. I'm fucking confident as shit.
I know I sound good in person. I have no idea how the hell I sound on stream.
I know I sound good enough for people in
know
the
I can
past
manage
who've
in
said good
person.
stuff. So I don't think he has sang a little. Oh wait, has he sang before? He has sang mildly in one AceTooney video. He did a very little bang bang into the room. I know you shot him. He did that once, but he doesn't do it otherwise.
That was your little
So
taste of
the
Dylan
actual
singing.
like story about like why I started liking Dylan, because I'm ace as fuck, was he sang, I don't even remember how it happened, but he sang a little like voice snippet in like Facebook Messenger. We're talking like way over, okay? And he sang the "It's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide," because that was the fucking times, okay? We're 2010s, 2015. That was the times.
We were
and
in that shit.
he was he was still a little more edgelord than he is now. He was a little more edgy boy. I swooned. I was like, that was some good shit. Wow, this boy can sing.
When he proposed to you.
Well, so what that spurred was that for many years on our anniversary, we would learn a duet together. So we learned A Whole New World, Love is an Open Door, At Last I See the Light, and then of course when we watch Over the Garden Wall, they have Like Ships, which is probably one of our favorites, that we learned together. And those I think are all the we learned one other one that I'm blanking on that was like an original song on YouTube that I really liked. In 2015 it definitely was, yes, because that's when like the main ones came out of Radioactive and Demons, right? Like those are like that's where we were at that time. Now their music like later definitely fell out of that, but like yeah, in 2015 it was definitely edgy. I guess they were kind of put in the same vein where we were from, definitely. Emo music definitely included Radioactive and Demons, without question. But so he can sing, and he did sing something else, but he's pretty self-conscious about it. I actually have like, this is not to brag, but this is like a reason I'm confident. I have like training. Like I did voice lessons for many, many years, like private voice lessons. And I did like all of the like within the school system educational, like, you know, challenges, and I got like awards and things for it. So like, I know that I am good.
You both had a year in choir together, which was pretty cool.
I did choir through my whole life. Dylan never did choir. Dylan was a band guy, a trumpet, you know. I bet you know what that says about him. But as a person and his annoyingness, we all know he played the trumpet. Yeah, so he's definitely a little more timid about the whole singing thing. He'll do it for me. But even to get him to like sing in the car or like sing along to all these epic and musical songs that he likes, he doesn't do it. He doesn't like to do that as much as like, yeah, right. He is such a trumpet guy. Yeah, right. It fits. It's so accurate.
Fits.
It's
Like
so
you hear it,
accurate.
it's like, yes.
Yeah. But so like, yeah, he won't like sing on a road trip or something. Versus like, I only listen to songs that I can sing. If I
will
can't
literally
sing
on my way to and from
yeah,
work.
I have to sing. I literally sing in the car
'Cause,
to
like,
be awake.
That's how I stay awake.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
I'm in there. Echoes of you. Like finally.
Yeah. No,
Or
the one I've been doing the last few days is Inertia from To Be Here.
that'd be hilarious,
Jump into
Esther.
the night 'cause I can smell the trouble.
The one
Don't you miss the fight, just get there on
when
the
I
double.
worked for my previous job that was really, really shit, when I would have a really, really, really bad time, I would fucking put on what's the Angel Dust song? Not the one that's out now, obviously.
Poison.
The first one. No.
Oh.
The one before that. Addict. I would put on Addict because I could belt that like angrily, and so I would like scream yell that in my car driving home to get the rage out. That was my rage song.
My go-to belting song whenever I was pissed. Any Nathan Sharp, Five Nights at Freddy's, or basically horror game cover.
See, I'm specifically talking the Caleb Hiles version is like rock, you know, so it's like they went.
Yes.
They went.
They both go towards rock and heavy metal, so it works.
Yeah, exactly. But all right,
it's like that's on my Fuck the World playlist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I literally I had to make like a happy song playlist where it's like, this is for the happy moods. We need to get the happy moods in here. And they're good belting songs, but they're not like they're not the angry belting songs.
Angry belting.
Yeah, they're
belting.
They're like
there is a difference.
Something Big by Shawn Mendes and Larger Than Life by Pink Zebra.
Ooh.
And
choices.
I think it's Beautiful Day. It's not Feeling Good because that one's slow. Ooh. But I think it's Beautiful Day for Michael Bublé. All very good ones. But we're gonna end stream. It's been
that's crazy.
That's not the end. That's the
honestly,
mid-roll.
I was introduced to Linkin Park through Sonic AMVs, so it's a mood. It's a mood.
There was a long time. Thank you, obviously, to our YouTube channel members. If you are on YouTube, please like the stream. Oh my gosh. It helps us out.
Thank you so much.
If you haven't subscribed for some reason, you should do that. If you want us to have this fun, jolly time again. We're playing AceTooney tomorrow, where we do have Dylan, our little gremlin, online. And while he might not sing, he will make sex jokes. And he will do lots of innuendos. And he will just be a general menace, which is enjoyable. I'm glad it was fun. Exactly. I hope we made your day a little better. You know, after
I hope we gave you some
it was a day, or it will be a day.
songs.
Yes, some motivation.
Yes, the bards have cast their spell. Motivation. Go seize the day, everyone.
Go seize the day. Go to sleep. Get up.
Or have
make
a
it night.
Sleep.
Use that motivation for good, not evil.
Yes.
And we'll see you all
Friday,
for stream
everyone.
tomorrow.
We're almost there.
Yes, you got one more day. Or, I mean, Penguin's already there, so, you know, they're ahead of us. All right.
You gotta catch up. Catch up to where Penguin is.
Catch up where the Penguin is. Go to bed right now. Wake up tomorrow. All right. Happy time zone, everyone. Have a nice time zone. Have a nice... Day is subjective. It's still the same day even when it's night, so, you know. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Have a good time zone.
Good night.
Bye-bye, everyone.